Hi guys, it's Kaz, and welcome to Broken Sword, Shadows of the Templars, Reforged, which is basically the remastered version of the original Broken Sword, for which I have my original copy here. This copy here is from 1997. I was 10 when I bought this game. And I also have my original copy of the second game as well, Broken Sword 2 The Smoking Mirror, which is also fantastic. And if you guys want to see that game, there is also a kind of remastered version of that as well, and I will play that game as well. But I really wanted to play this game. I knew this was being kickstarted by the original creator and some of the original team, but I didn't know it was out yet. It just kind of slipped under my radar completely with all of some of the big releases that came out in the year. So I'm just going to play it. I love this game so much. It's been, God, what, 5 years since I played it last? But let's get into it. This game's great. The art style is brilliant. Story or classic? Just play story. I've played this game loads of times. I don't really need to play. And we're playing with mouse. You can't play with controller. This game's on console, which it never used to be. So left click to walk around. We know this already. Like, I think everything has been repainted. Like all of the backgrounds, all the characters. I don't know if the voice lines have been redone. But we'll find out, I guess.
Paris in the fall.
No, they haven't.
Last months of the year and the end of the millennium.
This game is so good, though. It's such a good story as well.
The city holds many memories for me. Of cafes, of music, of love, and of death.
Yeah, so Indiana Jones and the Great Circle comes out next week. And I'm really looking forward to playing that game. And if you enjoy that kind of globe-trotting adventure, this is one of the originals. I love these kind of games, like Uncharted, Tomb Raider. This kind of stuff is just right up my alley. I always wanted to be an archaeologist, by the way. Got my interest in history and historical fiction. Charles Cecil, that's his name. That's the guy who I'm going to do the script writing for this. If you love a bit of humour in the games, these games also do humour well as well. Oh my. The music's just like really... It's something. It's brilliant. Look at that. Like, again, I remember playing these games in 4:3 aspect ratio. How long ago that was. That bird is still flying, by the way. You can still see it going towards the Eiffel Tower. There we go. It's going to land in a minute. Oh, dear. Have some coffee, Mr. Stobbart. These cinematics are amazing for their time. You remember this was like the mid-90s. Oh yes. Oh, the French terrorist clown. Alright, we survived the bombing. Anyway, there is no voice acting in these original cutscenes. Oh wow, look at this! This looks great! The guy
As I picked myself up, all I could hear was the ceaseless drone of traffic. Life went on around me. But the explosion was to change my life forever.
This is George Stobbart. He's an average American. But yeah, this guy's still working over here, look. Look at this guy. He don't care that there's just been an explosion. Personally, I'd run for my life.
I considered straightening the table, but I figured it best not to disturb the evidence.
Yeah, probably true.
The table had been overturned by the explosion.
Let's go inside, shall we? Go see if everyone's alright. Yeah, this guy's dead.
It was the body of the old man. It was hard to believe I'd seen him alive only minutes before.
We're tampering with evidence, but
I
it's
tried
fine.
not to meet his stare as I searched the dead man's pockets. No wallet, no papers, no credit cards. The guy's past was a blank page.
Yeah. Okay. Got the waitress.
The pretty young waitress was unconscious.
We wake her up. She's not dead, though. We can wake her up. Come on. You'll be okay. Up you get. There you go. Oh. Yeah, I'd be depressed as well, to be honest.
Oh, my head. Never again. How much vodka did I drink? Oh, no, don't tell me. What is your name, Sherry?
George Stobbart, ma'am.
Oh, American.
She asked the question quite innocently, but I could sense her reserve.
Yeah.
It was something which seemed to afflict all Europeans. You look like you could use a little help.
I could use a little drink. I feel sick, dizzy, and bruised. I don't even remember the party.
Just relax and take it easy. You've been knocked out.
You don't say. What happened?
There's been an explosion. You should try not to move.
Sure, there's
Are you
an
a
ambulance
doctor?
coming. No, I'm not.
No, but I used to play hospitals when I was a kid. Can you remember anything at all?
No. I need a drink. Pour me a brandy.
No, I don't think it's a good idea.
You could be in shock. No alcohol.
What about your man? Is he dead?
Yeah, sorry.
Yes, he is.
Ah, mon Dieu.
She's fainted again. Oh. Misjudge a moment to calm someone's nerves. Whoops!
She didn't respond. If I wanted another cappuccino, I'd have to serve myself.
Oh, George. Yeah, piece of shit. Anyway, let's head out. The police will be here any minute, and they'll be like...
The umbrella had protected me from the bomb blast, but it was of no use to me now.
We're not taking it with us.
I contemplated crawling under the umbrella and pretending none of this had ever happened.
Oh, yes. Oh, newspaper. What were we reading, eh?
The leading article referred to the visit of a Nobel Prize winner from some unpronounceable Eastern European state. That was the only news story. The rest was rumor, gossip, and sensationalism. Then I noticed the writing at the foot of the page. It read Salah ad-Din, 1345.
Oh. Oh. I found an item. New control hub is available. View this now. No. No, I'm fine. I know what I'm doing, thank you. Look, it's Super Mario on the poster. Alright, let's go chat to this dude. He might have seen something.
Freeze! Hold it, right there.
Oh, don't shoot. I'm innocent. I'm an American.
Can't make up your mind, huh?
I demand to see the American consul.
Drop your weapons and get down on the ground.
Put that thing away, Sergeant Moo. I apologize, monsieur, but I cannot permit you to leave.
Am I under arrest?
No, I would simply like to ask you some questions.
Right.
En avant, to the café, marche.
I just wanted to talk to that guy.
What a mess. This bombing is an outrage, is it not?
Yes.
Stop that, monsieur. Stop holding your breath at once.
This guy's not the cleverest.
Has it occurred to you that he may be dead, Moo?
Oui, monsieur. But I prefer to look on the bright side. Besides, I recall a case where the killer escaped by feigning death.
No, he dead.
However, in this case, the man is quite dead. Clearly, the killer knew of his presence and...
How many times have I warned you about premature extrapolation? All we know is that he is dead.
It seemed reasonable to assume...
A great detective assumes nothing. Take Maigret, for instance.
But he was a fictitious character, monsieur. Why, he was no more real than Poirot or Tintin.
That's different, Moo. They were comedy Belgians. Anyway, it is unlikely that even you will learn much from talking to the dead.
Moves a little bit silly.
Examine the girl and take her statement, if you can.
We didn't give her brandy, so that's good. I think.
Et maintenant, to business.
I like your beard, by the way. Okay.
Your name, please?
George Stobbart. I'm from California.
And what brings you to Paris, Monsieur Stobbart?
Travel. I'm touring Europe.
You chose well. The city is most beautiful at this time
It is a beautiful
of
city, to be
year,
fair, yeah.
no?
Yeah, I guess so, apart from the bomb blast.
Were you in the vicinity of the cafe at the time of the explosion?
Yeah, I was sitting out on the sidewalk. I was lucky I wasn't killed. The inspector passed over my remark with no reaction.
He don't
Did
care.
you see the deceased enter the cafe?
Yes, I did.
Yes, I did.
Was he alone?
Yeah.
Yeah, because he bumped
And
into the...
did he say anything to you?
No, he was more interested in the waitress.
Yeah.
Did you see anyone else in the cafe?
Yeah, the clown.
Yeah, there was a guy dressed as a clown. He was carrying an accordion.
An accordion?
Yeah.
Bon, the picture is forming in my mind, and it is not a pretty one.
Yep. Terrorist clown.
Is the girl all right, Moo?
She'll leave. She confirms the American statement. A clown with an accordion, no doubt an elaborate and eccentric disguise.
Yeah, if we gave her
Very
alcohol,
well.
it probably wouldn't have helped.
Eh bien, I have heard enough.
What do you mean?
I am satisfied that you know nothing. You may leave. I
Okay.
hope this little incident does not spoil the rest of your vacation.
What about my personal safety? Can't you at least give me some advice?
What can I say? Stay alert and look out for suspicious characters.
And don't cross the road until the little man shows green.
Great advice.
Thank you,
I
Moo.
honestly believe you are in no danger, monsieur.
Yeah, it wasn't
Should you
targeted at me.
remember anything of importance, please contact me.
I shall.
My card.
Well, thank you.
Thanks.
Yeah, cheers.
That is all. You may go.
Okay, thank you.
There's not much to go on, monsieur.
On the surface, no. But what lurks inside the subconscious? If the door can only be opened.
Are you serious, monsieur? I thought your interest in psychic detection was purely academic.
Academic? You are about to witness a scientific breakthrough.
These two are crazy. We'll just leave them to it. Ah, hello, Nicole.
The girl presented a confident but sullen mask to the world, an expression more suited to the face of a delinquent youth. Excuse me, mademoiselle? Hi, my name's George Stobbart.
Oh, an American by the sound of it.
Yeah, that's right, on holiday in Paris. Some holiday, huh?
You were here when the bomb went off?
Sure was. Sat right out front of the cafe.
Did you notice a middle-aged man, maybe 60, with an hat and overcoat?
Yeah, he's dead.
I
He's in
couldn't
there.
believe it. She hadn't even asked how I was feeling. Yeah, he went inside just before the bomb exploded. You weren't related to him, were you?
Oh no, nothing like that. I am Nicole Collard from La Liberté.
Well, what's that, some kind of nightclub?
No, it is a newspaper.
You're a reporter?
I'm a freelance photojournalist.
Say, you can interview me about the bombing. You know, an eyewitness account. Minutes after the outrage that shook the whole of Paris. You know, real-life drama, human interest, that kind of stuff.
I'll just stick to the facts, thank you.
Okay.
Did you see who planted the bomb?
Yeah, as a
I
clown.
know it sounds crazy, but he was dressed like a clown.
Oh God, it's him again.
Again? Okay, well, let's talk about the clown then, shall
Have you
we?
met the clown before?
It's a long story.
I have plenty of time.
I don't.
Oh. Okay, sure.
Who was the guy you were supposed to meet?
His name was Plantar. I didn't know him, but he called me last night. He said he had a story which would interest me. He asked me to meet him at the cafe. I guess I'll never know what he wanted to tell me.
Not unless you have Rosso's gift for psychic interrogation.
Yeah. Okay, about the clown again? We ask about the clown again?
Why won't you tell me about this
Yeah, we
clown?
Why do you want to get involved?
Because he almost killed me. Isn't that reason enough?
I guess so. Listen, I'll
Now-
give you my phone number.
Oh, you're in there, George.
You help me with my story,
not in that
and
way,
I'll
though.
let you in on what I know. And let's get one thing straight right now. This is strictly business.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, it's a deal.
I have to go develop these pictures. A bientôt, monsieur.
Fine, I'll, see you soon.
Okay, bye, Nicole. We'll see you again soon. Yeah, we're not going to get anything out of Moo, I don't think.
The sergeant was a scrawny man in his 50s who resembled a constipated chicken.
What a line. What a line. Anyway, let's go talk to this guy again. Oh, I guess again. I actually want to talk to him this time. Hey, Mr. Workman, you decided not to run away when the bomb went
Hi,
off.
can you spare a few minutes?
I thought you'd been arrested.
No, it was a misunderstanding.
When he pulled that gun, gah, I thought that was it. Those automatics pack quite a punch, you know?
He made a mistake. He thought I was a terrorist.
You? A
I
terrorist?
don't think George looks like a terrorist.
He was only doing his duty, I guess.
Yeah, clown.
Did you see a clown come by this way?
A clown? Like in a circus?
Yeah, with makeup and a big red nose.
Huh! Those guys are funny, aren't they?
Not this one.
Not in my experience.
I love the circus, especially the horses.
You haven't answered my question. Have you seen a clown?
You think I've got time to watch everyone who passes by? Some of us have to work for a living.
Yeah, I don't think he did.
Look, I know you're busy, but surely you'd have noticed a clown.
I
I
think
told
so,
you
wouldn't you?
already. I didn't see a thing.
He was wearing multicolored baggy trousers and makeup.
He'd be a poor sort of clown if he didn't.
He's got a point.
Did you see an old guy with a briefcase?
Wait, silly old coot. Do you know what he said to me? Work
Yes.
fascinates me, he says. I could watch it all day. Quel bit. I could have knocked his block off.
He's not very happy about him then.
Did you recognize the old man?
No. Should I have done? Was he a celebrity?
No, but I guess he is now. His name was Plantar.
Was? He's dead then?
Yeah.
That's too bad. Now I wish I hadn't called him what I did.
Oh.
If only I could turn back the clock. If only I'd been more tolerant.
Regret and remorse are strange emotions. They really bring out the hammiest actors in people.
Oh, dear me. Anyway, we'll ask him about... He definitely didn't see the clown.
Listen, I have to find that clown. He's a killer.
Say, who are you anyhow? A cop?
No, of course not. I mean, do I look like a cop?
No?
I guess not. How do you know this guy's a killer? Did you see him in action?
You don't see...
Didn't you hear the explosion? The cafe was blown up.
The clown killed the old man?
Mhm.
That's right. Blew him up with a bomb concealed in his squeeze box.
Merde. But why did he go to the bother of dressing up like a clown?
Disguise.
Who can unravel the tangled logic of a killer's mind? I guess it's some deep-seated psychological need. Or just plain showmanship.
Or a disguise. Anyway, show him the paper.
Would you like to read my newspaper?
I haven't got time to read that. Can't you see I'm busy?
You could read it on your lunch break.
10 minutes is all I get. And if my boss had his way, I wouldn't get that. He'd have me on a drip, so I didn't have to stop to eat.
Oh, take the newspaper and quit complaining.
Oh, is he actually going to read it? Oh, he's going to read it.
Bah! Look at this. Damn bleeding out liberals. Cha! Save the dolphins. Catch them and eat them, I say. All that fuss over a bunch of fish. Nah, that's more like it. Look at the size of those. Like champagne bottle corks, no? Ah, what's this? Saladin running in the Prix de l'Arc de Triomphe.
It's a racehorse?
A horse? A legend. Bucephalus reborn, mon ami. Like a streak of lightning she is.
Aha. The paper worked. He's
Do
leaving.
me a favor, won't you? Keep an eye on my hole. I'm off to put some money on that nag.
Alright, bye. We got rid of him pretty quickly, didn't we? Okay. What's in his toolbox? Anything we can nick? Ah!
I found a T-shaped tool in the box. I didn't know what it was, but it looked useful.
T-shaped tool. Highlights that guide your progress. Sometimes. Anything else in the box?
The toolbox didn't contain anything else I needed.
Oh, yes. Okay, right. Let's go this way. I think I remember where to go. There's like an alleyway or something you can explore. If I remember right, the T-shaped object is a manhole cover opener. Ah. Yeah, manhole cover. Got made a mess down here.
There was nothing of interest.
Are you sure?
It was a plastic crate. It was a battered old trash can.
Could have evidence in it, though. Oh no, it's a kitty cat! Why was a cat in the trash can?
I'd had it with sticking my nose into French trash cans.
You only opened one. What about this one? No? What about the boxes? No?
I examined the boxes closely. They were damp and smelly and decidedly empty.
Oh. Just rubbish left out. Okay. Well, we can use the manhole cover. We have the T-shaped object, so...
I tried to lift the cover with my fingers, but couldn't gain any leverage.
Yeah, we need to use this. The sewer key. Ta-da!
I lifted the cover to reveal what smelt like the entrance to a sewer.
I mean, yeah. The sewer cover, so there's going to be a sewer underneath. Yeah, so we need to get blown up, and now, rather than trusting the police, we decide to investigate the crime ourselves. Oh, there's a dead rat. Aha! Clown nose. Wait, how did he come this way if he didn't have a sewer opener?
As I picked up the plastic ball, I realized it was intended to be worn.
Clown's
It
nose.
was the clown's red nose.
So he came this way. Examine it.
The nose was hollow. Printed on the inside were the words, La Risée du Monde, Paris.
Okay.
The card read, Augustin Rousseau, and gave an address to the south of the Montparnasse Cemetery.
Okay, we'll go this way. You might have left some more clues in the sewer. I love walking around in the sewer. Aha!
It was a soggy, crumpled paper tissue.
Oh, you should 100% pick that up then.
I scooped up the sodden tissue. It was cold and greasy, like breakfast leftovers.
Oh. Yeah, but it's got makeup on it.
It was the soggy tissue I'd found in the sewers.
Oh, scrap of material. This is where so obviously the clown came this way, because...
I took hold of the scrap of material and unsnagged it from the spike. It was the scrap of material I'd found in the sewer.
Okay, so yeah, we can't really do a lot with these at the moment. Let's try leaving the sewer, see where this takes us. Little Parisian sewers. Oh, hello.
Hi there.
Hold it right there, you sewer rat. I knew you'd come back. And now I've got you.
What?
What are you talking about?
You're trespassing. Come out of there, immediately.
That's what I'm trying to do. Give me your hand.
Been in the sewer. Pass me some hand
You won't
sanitizer.
catch me with tricks like that.
I mean tricks.
Keep your distance, monsieur.
Okay, okay.
Now, what were you looking for?
About the clown.
I was looking for a clown.
Huh, ridiculous. Do you really expect me to believe that?
He
Yeah.
planted a bomb in the cafe and blew it up.
What? The cafe? Blown up?
Yep.
Mon Dieu, that is awful. And you say the person responsible was dressed as a clown?
Yep.
That's right. He blew up the cafe, escaped into the sewer, changed his clothes, and came up here.
Ah, mon Dieu. And then, the man I chased. Do you think
Oh, he chased him.
that man and the clown are
Yeah, same guy.
one and the same?
Well, yes, it had crossed my mind.
Yep.
Ah, that still does not explain what you were doing down the sewer. For all I know, you are in league with him.
I was
Oh no, I'm just a tourist.
investigating.
Most tourists are content with the Eiffel Tower, the Louvre, or the Pigalle. I didn't realize my waste pipes were such an attraction.
Right, okay. Well, let's just ask you about all the stuff.
Tell me about the man you apprehended.
What is there to tell? He was a typical criminal type, just like you.
Right, okay. I don't think we're going to
Does
get a
the
lot out of
name
this guy.
Plantar mean anything to you?
No, it doesn't. Who is he?
The man who was killed in the cafe. I'm gonna find the guy responsible. I'll find him. Even if it means following him down every sewer in every city in Europe.
Ah, you need some sensible boots. You won't get far in those stupid sneakers.
Do you know the waitress at the cafe?
Oh, hey, she isn't hurt, is she?
Nah, she's alright.
No, she's fine.
Oh, thank heavens. A poor girl like her isn't safe with the likes of you roaming the streets.
I helped her, actually.
Can't you understand? I'm not a gangster. I'm an American tourist.
Ah, that's what you say.
Was the guy you saw carrying a briefcase?
Well, I didn't notice. Now are you going to leave? Or do I have to call the police?
Maybe we'll show him the police thing and see. He might think we're the police.
Perhaps you'd like to take a look at my car?
Aha, yes, there we go.
Mm-hmm. What is this? Inspector Augustin Rousseau? What does that say? Hominoid Division?
A homicide. I think the ink's smudged.
Hominoid.
Then you are not a tourist.
Okay, I'm not. I lied to you. And I'm sorry.
Don't apologize, monsieur.
Oh, he thinks I'm a cop
You
now.
know, I had a feeling there was something different about you. It is your posture, your poise.
Ah, yes.
Oh, yes. There is no mistaking the bearing of a disciplined man. And I should know. I was in the army, you know.
I mean, with a
When
mustache
I
like
was
that,
your
yeah.
age, I was fighting for my life in the African desert.
Ah.
How can I help you, Inspector?
Let's start over from the beginning and tell it just like it was.
Right, okay. Now that's going to loosen his lips a little bit. He might actually tell us what's going on.
Tell me about the man you apprehended.
He was a mean one, monsieur. He grabbed me in an armlock. His face suddenly next to mine. His grip was like iron. But he did not know what he was up against. Oh no. He made a big mistake when he took on one of the desert hyenas.
Yes, I get the picture.
He doesn't really know a great deal.
Does the name Plantar mean anything to you?
No, it doesn't.
Okay.
Do you know the waitress at the cafe?
So you don't want to hear about my experiences in the desert? I fought to make this country what it is today.
I'm sure you did, but I'm a little short of time.
Yeah, okay. What about the briefcase?
Was the guy you saw carrying a briefcase?
Why, yes, it was. Clutched in his arms like a baby.
What was
That
in the
belonged to
briefcase?
his victim.
Oh, what do you think was in it? Drugs, stolen jewels.
I don't know, but the killer thought it was worth a man's life.
Yeah.
Nothing is worth that, monsieur.
Guess we could show him these. He might.
Does this piece of material mean anything to you?
Ah, that is the same cloth as the jacket I found. I'd recognize that pattern anywhere.
Okay. The jacket. Where's the jacket?
Now, about the jacket you found. Do you have it here?
No, monsieur. One of the sleeves was badly torn, so I sent it for repair. A pity, because otherwise it was a fine piece of quality tailoring.
Right.
It had the tailor's name inside on the label.
They're not cheap then.
Where did you send the jacket?
I gave it to an itinerant Romani seamstress.
Just my luck. Was there anything in the jacket pockets?
Not a sou. You know what I think?
All right, go
Do
on.
tell me.
Tell me what you think.
He changed out of the clown suit and cunningly disguised himself as an ordinary person.
I mean, yeah. That's...
Looks like I'm up against a mastermind. What was the name on the label?
Ah, it was a foreign name. Todrick, I think.
Did you get the address?
There wasn't one, monsieur. Only a telephone number.
Oh.
Well, I don't expect you to remember a phone number you've only seen once.
74 98 08 59.
Photographic memory man.
Kidding. That's his phone number?
Yes, that's it. A little trick with numbers that I learned in the desert.
Ah.
I was taught the technique by a Tuareg shaman.
That's incredible.
It comes in handy at the supermarket checkout.
I'm sure it does.
Do I get a reward?
Honesty, monsieur, is its own reward.
Then I'm glad I do not rely on honesty to pay the bills.
Okay, let's show him the clown nose.
Take a look at this false nose.
Aha! That looks like a clown's nose to me.
You are sharp, my
Precisely.
man.
He must have dropped it in his panic.
Unless he wanted you to find it.
Why would he want to do that?
To put you off the
I
scent.
mean, that's true.
What does this tissue mean to you?
Nothing, monsieur. It's disgusting.
I agree.
What on earth possessed you to show it to me? Someone had emptied their nostrils into it.
Oh, lovely.
This is the material.
Yes, monsieur. Without a doubt.
Okay. What about the
Do
waitress?
you know the waitress at the cafe?
You can't suspect her, surely.
No.
Just answer the question, please.
Yes, I know her. Quite well, you could say.
Right.
She came to work at the cafe 6, 7 months ago. I look forward all week to the relief she gives me when she visits.
Really?
Oh, lovely.
So you'd miss her if she wasn't there.
Oh, mais oui.
Ah.
Where could I find to cut my toenails?
Okay, that's much worse. Okay, I think that's everything. Maybe
This is what I used to open the manhole cover.
I have one just the same as that, monsieur. I will fetch it if you like.
No, don't bother.
Oh, it is no bother, monsieur.
Nah, forget it.
Just trying to be helpful, monsieur.
Okay, I think that's everything this guy knows.
I have to be going. Thanks to your help, the citizens of Paris can sleep a little easier tonight.
Vraiment? I was only doing my duty, monsieur. Good luck, Inspector. I hope you catch that killer soon. I'll let you out.
Thank you very much. Okay, that went well.
I hope you find your man, Inspector.
Thank
So
you.
do I.
Oh, this is out the front bit. By the guy with the hole. Right, okay, so we've got a phone number from the jacket.
There was nothing inside the tent except a large toolbox.
We could try ringing the number that the guy gave us and see if that works. Yeah, we'll B. Todrick. See who answers.
Hello? Who is this? Hi. My name's George Stobbart. You don't know me. Correct, Mr. Stobbart. I don't. What can I do for you? Well, I'm trying to trace one of your customers.
He's the
Could I
tailor.
maybe come over and talk to you? No, that's not possible. Oh, okay. Forget it. Listen, All I want is a name.
What are you talking about? Who are you working for?
I guess you might say I'm acting in the interests of truth and justice.
Ah, thank God. I thought there was the police.
There are innocent lives at stake, Mr. Todrick. Lives that you could save.
You're collecting for charity, yes?
No, I'm not. All I want from you is information.
Go on. I'm listening.
George Stobbart, the master of charisma.
What do you know about the clown who bombed the Café de la Chandelle Verte?
I don't have no idea what you're talking about.
You're cool, Todrick. But I think you know more than you're saying.
I don't know who you be, but sure I am you don't know what you're talking about.
I don't know if you're saying that to make me think you don't know what I mean, but... Oh, this is ridiculous. Quit playing games with me, Todrick.
I tell you, I know nothing about no clown.
Okay. What about the jacket, though?
Did you know that one of your customers was a part-time clown?
If a guy feels happy with a funny nose and custard down his pants, what's the problem?
Do you know a guy called Plantar?
No, I never heard of him.
Shall I tell you what happened to Plantar? How he was killed in cold blood?
I told you, I never heard of Plantar.
I expect Plantar's a family man, don't you? In their little apartment, Madame Plantar is cooking the supper, listening for the familiar sound of her husband's key in the door. Junior is waiting for his daddy to come home from work. He can't wait to show him the merit marks he earned in school today. Only tonight, Monsieur Plantar won't be coming home.
You forgot the puppy.
Huh?
The faithful puppy dog, waiting for the sound of his master's voice.
Yeah, the
Well,
puppy.
maybe they don't have a dog. What do you think?
I don't know Plantar. I never heard of Plantar. None of this has anything to do with me.
All right.
Thanks for nothing, Todrick.
Okay, we need to find something to get him to talk, I think. All right, the game looks slightly different now. I've changed I had a filter on for when I was playing Dead by Daylight, and the game looks much better without it. So apologies for the first part of this video where the it looks weird. Okay, I guess we could... if we call Nicole, maybe she'll give us some information, actually. It's the only thing I can think to do. A lot of the times in this game, you just have to kind of search around... Nicole. I love how he's drawn her on there as well. Hey, Nicole.
Bonjour, Kula.
Oh, hi. It's George Stobbart, the American at the cafe.
Ah, oui.
You said to call if I could help.
Have you any news for me?
You bet. I met a witness who spoke to the clown. And I know where the killer gets his suits.
No kidding. Hey, I'm impressed.
You are? Well, it wasn't easy.
Look, why don't you come here to my apartment?
Fine. Where do you live?
361 Rue Jarry.
Okay, I'll come right over.
I guess we know where we're going now. Honk. Now we know where we're going. We can go to the police station as well. I think we should definitely visit Nicole first. Oh wow, look at this. Hey, flower seller.
Oh, hi.
We should talk to everybody.
Bonjour, monsieur. Would you like me to foretell your future?
No thanks.
I'm very good, and it only takes a minute.
Thanks all the same, but I'm not superstitious. Besides, if it only takes a minute, that's not much of a future to look forward to.
Fair enough. Okay. Nicole.
Do you know a young woman called Nicole Collard?
Yes, I do. She lives upstairs from me, in the apartment block across the street. The door isn't locked, but you'll need to give it a gentle nudge.
Okay.
It sticks, you see, because of the damp. The
Right.
landlord said he'd fixed it before winter sets in.
But he never did.
He's been saying that for 3 years.
Yep. Okay, well, let's ask her about the
I've
future.
changed my mind. Will you tell my fortune?
You're going on a long journey.
Ooh.
My, oh my. What a surprise.
Can you tell me anything I don't already know?
10 francs, please, my dear.
10 francs? That's a ripoff.
Please yourself.
This was pre-Euro, obviously.
How does this fortune-telling routine work?
If I knew that, I wouldn't be selling flowers for a living.
Haven't you ever wondered why you were blessed with the gift?
Well, it's a bit like satellite television, I suppose. Some of us are born with a built-in receiver dish. I just happen to be one of the lucky ones.
Fair, fair.
Can you really foretell the future?
Only time will tell, monsieur. The strange thing is, I can't seem to see myself in the future. Other people, I have no problem. But when I try to see what might happen to me, nothing.
Going to die.
That must be scary.
Maybe. I figure it's a kind of natural safety mechanism. Either that, or I don't have a future.
Dun dun dun.
Are the flowers for sale?
Oui, monsieur.
Okay. I'll take a bunch of those white ones.
I wouldn't do that if I was you.
No?
They are lilies, monsieur. Some people associate them with death.
Oh.
Yikes. Thanks for telling me.
Let's show her the snotty tissue.
What can you tell me about this tissue?
Nothing?
Oh, that was nice and quick.
What can you tell me about this material?
It's a very expensive piece of cloth, monsieur.
Okay. About my nose.
Do you recognize this nose?
No, monsieur.
Would you like to see my manhole cover opener?
What do you make of this tool?
Is it something a dentist would use?
No.
No, it's for raising manhole covers.
Formidable.
Did I show you this tool?
Yes, my dear.
She's not interested.
What other flowers do you have?
I mean,
Dahlias?
look for
What do they
yourself.
signify?
Insecurity.
I don't want to give her the wrong idea about me. What about the tall yellow ones?
Those are iris, the flame of passion.
And the little yellow ones?
Sensuality.
Oh.
They're no use to me. I want to make an impression, not jump down her throat.
Oh, George.
How long has Mademoiselle Collard lived here?
A few months. She's in for a shock when the cold weather comes. Drafty windows, insufficient heating. It's a struggle to keep warm. The only reason I stay is because the rent is cheap.
For a
You're
reason,
a young
obviously.
lady. She deserves better.
I thought Mademoiselle Collard was a successful photographer.
Wow, she likes
Not
to
as
think so.
successful as she makes out for all her fine clothes. Oh, I've heard her crying herself to sleep at night.
Oh,
That's awful.
Now don't you let on that I've told you.
okay.
She's proud, that one. Too proud, if you ask me.
See you later.
That's right, monsieur. You will.
Oh. Oh, the fortune teller. Okay, shop a door. Here we go. This door. We're going to give it a little nudge. Because of the damp.
Remembering the flower seller's advice, I pushed the door gently just above the lock.
Ta-da! Knock knock, it's me.
Bonjour. I'm glad you could make it, monsieur.
Look at the kitty
Please,
cat! Look at
call
the
me
kitty cat
George.
pillow!
Fine.
Look, it's so cute.
I'm Nicole. Take a seat, George.
Nice apartment you've got here. It's very tall. How the hell do you dust up there? That's my first thought. Jesus.
Eh bien? And what have you been up to?
Oh, I was
I've been exploring the sewers beneath the
in the
cafe.
sewers.
I thought I could smell something bad.
The clown used the sewer to escape and to change out of his costume. I guess he was in a hurry. He left his jacket behind.
And?
I got his tailor's phone number. What's more, I know where he hired the clown suit, too.
You had better luck than I did.
Luck, she said. Luck! Hard work, I'd call it. What
No, we
happened?
got lucky.
I took my photographs to the editor, but he wasn't interested. Can you believe it? He told me to drop his story.
Hmm.
But you're not about to do that.
Oh, no.
I am going to find out what's behind these killings.
So
you
am
know
I.
what I think? It's a conspiracy.
I
The
agree.
police in 3 different countries have kept very quiet about the murders. The press don't connect them at all.
3
They
countries.
blame them on political, religious, or militant minority extremists.
That covers just about everyone.
Yes, it does. Okay, right. Throw the scrap, I guess.
I found a piece of material near the cafe.
From the jacket.
When I showed it to the concierge, he recognized it right away.
It's very distinctive, all right. Just wait until you see this. I developed the film I shot at the cafe.
Oh,
Here, George, it's an enlargement I made.
okay. Ah,
Look
there
what
he
that
is.
guy's wearing.
Checkered pants. The same material as I found in the sewer.
That's right. This guy shouldn't be difficult to find.
Oh no?
Take a close look at his left cheek.
A scar. In the shape of a horseshoe.
That's the clown.
A crescent moon.
Yeah, okay, so we can talk about the photo. Let's talk about the nose.
I found this false nose in the sewer. It has La Risée du Monde printed inside it.
Would that be
The
the shop?
laughing stock of the world. It's a costume shop near the Gare Saint
Ah, here we go.
I'll check it out. Maybe the owner remembers who hired the clown costume.
Yeah.
Why don't you put it on, George?
No way am I wearing this. I'd look really stupid. Besides, he might have had a cold.
Pre-COVID viral infection. Right, okay. Let's... The phone.
May I use your telephone?
Sure, go ahead.
Oh, I don't
Thanks.
actually want to use the telephone. I don't actually want to... actually drawn this on here. Yeah, I don't actually want to use the phone. I thought we were going to talk about it. Okay, let's talk about...
How did Plantard get your name?
Plantard.
For the newspaper La Liberté, I'd written an article linking 2 unsolved murders, one in Italy and the other in Japan.
Oh.
Cases were remarkably similar. A wealthy victim, no apparent motive, and a costume killer. Plantard said he could supply me with more information. Somehow, the clown must have known about our appointment.
Maybe he has an insider.
Tell me more about the clown's previous victims.
The first was Arno Bellotta, the millionaire pharmaceutical baron. He made his money from amphetamines in the post-war slimming and diet boom. Imagine it! Millions of housewives literally speeding their butts off.
Was he killed for his money?
No. He had no living relatives, and his fortune went to the orphanage where he grew up. The only witness in the case was his Filipino au pair. She swears he was led to his death by a snowman.
Okay, what about the next... Oh, no, don't
You
ask.
speak very good English for a French girl.
That's
Thanks.
a bit...
You speak very good English from America.
Yeah. Okay, so let's go at the calamity.
What about the clown's second victim?
Yeah.
Yamada, the controversial Japanese green politician. He inherited his fortune from his father's electrochemical consortium. He was committed to dismantling Japan's automobile industry.
I can't see him gaining much support with a loony policy like that.
Yamada was a man of vision. He was years ahead of his time.
Right.
If you say so. How did he die?
That was like political
At the
wrangling.
end, or should I say, flippers, of a giant emperor penguin.
Okay, and
A
then...
snowman, a penguin, and now a clown.
Sounds like a bad
You
joke.
know, I hate to admit it, but this is scary. And I'll tell you what, I won't be accepting any invitations to costume parties.
I don't
Yeah.
blame you for being scared. I am too. But this story could be my only chance of a big break.
Or a premature death.
Yeah, true. Okay, let's talk about Nicole.
Tell me more about yourself.
Oh, there is not much to tell.
Well, how did you get into photography?
I guess I owe that to my father. He bought my first camera. I was 8 and my parents had just split up.
Okay. Sorry to hear that, Nicole.
Did you live with your father?
Yes, my mother went off with her new boyfriend. I don't mind. Papa was all I needed. 4 years later, he died in a plane crash.
Ah, I'm sorry.
Well, it's all right. I don't mind talking about him. He was more like an older brother, really, always joking and laughing. Papa always wanted I should study art. That's why I went to college.
Oh, that's nice.
Did you learn about photography at college?
Oh, God, no. I couldn't afford the materials. We were billed for everything we used. Paint, canvas,
Oh, wow.
decor.
That's-
Most of my year turned to minimalism. It was cheaper. I used to go poaching in the park for squirrel hair.
Oh.
The only time I wasn't hungry was the term I did printing. I used to eat the potatoes.
You're making fun of me, aren't you?
Oh, no.
It probably is, George.
Do you have a boyfriend?
That's none of your business.
Bit forward, George. Okay, let's show her my sewer key.
This is the tool I used to get into the sewers.
Fascinating, George.
You're not interested, are you?
No.
Of course I am. I think it was very brave of you to go down those sewers.
Yeah? Well, it was kind of scary, but, well, I had a job to do.
She is making fun of you, George. Okay, let's talk about the photo.
How come you enlarged this photograph of me?
Because I noticed the guy behind you, of course.
Right, okay.
Do you want this photograph back?
No, you keep it. I can always make another print.
Okay.
Did I show you this tissue?
We did
Yes,
show that.
George. I asked you to get rid of it.
But it's evidence! It's evidence!
I showed you the red nose, didn't I?
Yes, you did. Why don't you pay a visit to the shop it came from?
Okay,
I just might do that.
that's a good idea. But what about my sewer key first?
This is the tool I used to get into the sewers.
Yes, you showed me before.
What about again?
This is the tool I used to get into the sewers.
Yes, you showed me before.
Just keep doing that if I want to. Okay, let's go visit
I'm
the
going
shop.
back
shall-
out to search for that clown.
Where?
I guess I could visit the costume shop.
Yep, let's
Good
go there.
idea.
You keep working the case, Nicole. With your kitty cat pillow. A cute pillow, I like it. One thing I'm going to do before we get on is I'm going to just turn the music down a little bit because the music is really loud. Like, compared to the rest of the game audio, the music is really, really loud. Yeah, that should be better. Yeah, that's a little bit better. The music's great in this game, like, it's really good. It's just so loud. The mixing is slightly off. Okay. Rougerie, that's where we are at the moment. Cafe, that's where we went before. La Ris de Monde. That would be where the shop is, right? Ah. Is that a novelty poo on the floor?
It was a disgustingly realistic plastic novelty. Like one I'd left on the teacher's desk at school. Boy, that caused so much of a stink you'd have thought it was a real one.
Can we pick it up?
As my fingers closed on the plastic novelty, I realized my mistake. It was a novelty, all right, but it wasn't plastic.
Oh, it's one of the, like, sticky ones. Okay, right. Let's talk to the costumier. Get his suit.
The guy's spoon-shaped face was mournful and humorless. He looked like a vegetarian in a slaughterhouse.
That's quite an analogy to make there. Okay. let's have a chat.
Excuse me.
Bonjour, monsieur. Please, come in. Welcome. Leave the mundane world behind. But in these four walls, fantasy is king.
I don't want a costume.
Didn't you ever dress up when you were a child?
Not that I remember.
Incredible.
Yours
You'll
is
be
a bit
telling
boring.
me next that you never shared your elder sister's lingerie.
I don't have a sister, and I think I'd look pretty silly in a brassiere. I just need some information.
Of course. How can I help you?
Oh, at least he's actually trying to help me. Let's talk about the clown first.
I'm looking for a man who hired a clown costume from you.
Oui, monsieur. I do not see how I can help.
Don't you keep a record of costumes that you've rented out?
Of course, monsieur, but...
Well, then I'd like to
Confidentiality?
check your records. Give me the names of everyone who's rented a clown suit.
Impossible. There are too many.
We could just show him the picture. Let's keep
The
asking
clown I'm
anyway.
looking for is a cold-blooded killer. Give me his name, and I'll see he's brought to justice.
I'd help you if I could, but you can't expect me to remember all my customers. You see, the clown costume is our most popular line, monsieur. On average, we hire out more than 30 clown suits a week.
That's a lot.
You'll have to give me more to go by. A description, perhaps?
Well, we do have the photo. Or we can ask about Plantile, but I don't think he's going to know about him.
Have you heard of a man named Plantile?
I do not recall anyone of that name.
Okay, we'll ask about the clown again, then we'll show him the photo.
How come clowns are so popular?
I think it has something to do with their unpredictable nature.
Personally, I think clowns should be banned, along with mimes.
Oh, come now. Who doesn't love clowns?
Clowns are like
Me, for one.
quite scary for most people. Okay, we'll show him this, because he might actually know what this stuff is.
Does this dirty tissue mean anything to you?
Let me smell that.
I thought this guy might know. Oh, yeah.
Bestheimer's number 7 white pancake.
Theatrical grease paint, right?
Right.
Oui, monsieur. La crème de la crème of Thespian accoutrement.
Have you sold any of it recently?
Yes, 2 cans.
So, it's like really expensive stuff then.
About this tissue.
I have already given you my professional opinion.
Okay. About the red nose. But we'll show me the picture in a minute, but I just want
You
to...
want this red nose back?
Not after it's been worn, thank you.
Okay. What about my... I'm going to show my sewer key to
What
everybody.
does this tool mean to you?
Nothing, monsieur.
Okay, he doesn't want my... Okay, we'll show him the picture. He's got to recognize this guy. This guy's got a very
Do
distinctive
you
stare.
recognize this man?
Ah oui, he was here this morning.
Right.
He chose 2 costumes. Bozo the clown and Seamus the pixie.
A pixie?
Very smart. Green silk with a taffeta lining. He gave me his name as Monsieur Khan.
Khan. Okay. We're getting
Are
somewhere.
you sure this is the same man who hired the clown suit?
Certainement, Monsieur Khan.
And he didn't give you
Are
anything
you
else?
sure this is the same man?
Okay, we're just going to say this.
Certainement, Monsieur Khan.
Okay, I think that's it then. Okay.
Thanks for your help, buddy.
My pleasure, monsieur. Allow me to shake you by the hand.
Huh? Well, okay.
Joke buzzer.
What are you trying to do, kill me?
You did not find it amusing?
I never saw the funny side of electroshock therapy.
Eh bien, it is yours to keep. A gift?
Do I need a
yes.
license?
No, but I give you a word of warning, monsieur.
What?
Remember to switch it off before you visit the toilet.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so we've got the buzzer now. You can actually use that.
Excuse me?
Oui, monsieur?
We use it on him.
Do you want this buzzer back?
Oh, no.
No, you keep it.
Okay.
Thanks for your help, buddy.
My pleasure, monsieur.
Okay, we know who the guy is now. Go back to Nicole, see if she's found anything. Okay, yeah, we've done... As you can see, it's grayed out now. It means we're done there. Okay, let's go to the cafe. Oh, this guy's back! He's going to be like, don't show, we're not going to show it.
Hi. You're the guy who gave me the tip, aren't you?
Yes.
Huh?
The racehorse. Salah-ed-Din.
Oh, yeah, but
I put every franc I had on that horse.
listen,
My lifetime savings, next month's rent, everything.
And it lost.
Oh, God.
She won by 3 lengths.
Oh, well done.
I'm a rich man.
Call me Lucky George, the punter's friend.
Won.
So how come you're still here?
I'm not going to let my newfound wealth change me, not one bit. I bought this hole, fittings and all.
He's
Now I
digging
can
it.
come and go as I
He
please.
just gets to dig
No
the
more
hole all day.
clocking on or completion schedules. No foreman breathing down my neck. Thanks to you, I've found paradise.
I'm getting a mushy feeling in my chest. But not half as mushy as your head.
What do you want now?
Let's show him the picture. See if he recognizes.
Do you recognize the man in this photograph?
No, I don't.
Okay.
Do you recognize this tissue?
Certainly not.
Doesn't like it. What about the clown nose?
What do you make of this clown's nose?
It would be more amusing if you were wearing it.
Want to shake my hand?
Would you like to shake hands with me?
No, I wouldn't. One of the real pleasures of being rich is not having to be polite.
We'll ask him about this.
I borrowed this tool from you while you were gone.
Keep it. I can afford to buy a new set now.
I gotta go.
Don't let me keep you.
Oh, I'm glad things worked out for you, my man. I say he sounds happy, but he doesn't really sound happy. Oh, it's all boarded up now. They've cleaned it up. It still says we can go there, but I'm pretty sure we don't have to worry about it. Okay, let's go back to speak to Nicole about the information that we have learned. I keep Nicole involved in everything we do.
Yeah, I like it. What are you supposed to be?
I didn't
Very
hire a
good.
costume. These are my clothes, and you know it.
Did you ask about the clown?
Yep.
Yeah. He used the name Khan. He hired 2 costumes, the clown and a pixie.
Then we're one jump ahead of him.
How do you make that out?
Well, he
He
hasn't
probably
killed anyone
plans
yet.
to use the pixie suit next time he kills.
Yeah.
Oh, God, don't let it be me. I don't deserve to die at the hands of a pixie.
Don't be silly, George. That won't happen.
Oh, no?
No, because every time you see a pixie, you're going to run like hell.
It's true. Yeah, it's true. Okay,
What are you doing to help trace the killer clown?
Research, George.
Yeah? You have a copy of the clown's yearbook?
I have a telephone and lots of contacts.
Oh, well, did you find anything useful?
Not yet. I'm employing my first and most useful weapon.
What's that?
Patience.
Oh, I've heard of that. Isn't it a substitute for decisive thinking?
George, you sarcastic bastard. Okay, let's ask about Khan.
Have you found out any more about the murders?
Well, it may be nothing, but both the clown's victims visited Paris earlier this year.
Oh.
When?
The second week of July. They were both here at the same time.
Did they meet?
I don't know, but I can't imagine it was coincidence.
No. Right.
The guy at the novelty shop gave me this.
What is it?
A hand buzzer. You put it in your hand and give people electric shocks.
Why?
It's a gag. A practical joke.
George is all on board with it
If you
now.
ever use it on me, I'll break your arm.
Okay. I get the picture.
Okay. Let's
May I
call
use your
the
telephone?
tailor
Sure, go ahead.
and
Thanks.
see if he knows now we've got the name. Let's call Todrick again. Hey Todrick, it's me.
Who is this?
Mr. Todrick?
Oh, it's you again. What now?
The man I'm looking for is called Khan. He bought a suit from you, remember?
Mr. Khan.
Yeah.
Yes, I remember.
Okay, here we go.
Yes, I delivered the suit to his hotel. The Hotel Ubu. I don't remember the room number. It was upstairs. The second room on the right-hand side of the corridor.
Thanks, Todrick. That's all I wanted to know. Now I've got you, Mr. Clown.
Yeah.
Now we're getting somewhere. Do you know the Hotel Ubu?
The Ubu? Yes, I do.
That's where the clown stayed.
Good work, George.
Well, yeah. Okay.
See you later.
Where are you going now?
The
I could
hotel.
go hang out at the Hotel Ubu.
Watch out for Khan, George.
Don't worry, I will.
Oh God. Okay. Time to get into some real danger, I guess. But we could go visit the police station first. I don't know what that would serve us, but let's go. We'll go inquire there. Have a chat with the sergeant. We can see the guy up there doing his psychic detective work.
Excuse me.
Ah, Monsieur Stobbart, n'est-ce pas?
That's correct. You remember me.
The retention of such data is part of my duty as a gendarme. That is how crime is fought, through attention to detail, not intuition.
Yeah,
Right.
sure.
Okay.
Do you know a man named Khan? He's a shifty-looking guy with a scar on his left cheek.
No, monsieur. Has this man any connection with the bombing of the cafe?
Yeah.
Yes. I believe Khan was the name he used when he hired the clown costume.
Yeah.
Is Rosso here?
Yes, he is. You wish to speak to him?
No, not right now.
Not really.
Let's show him all my stuff, shall we?
What do you suppose this tool is used for, Sergeant Moo?
It looks like something an obstetrician would use, monsieur.
It was with tools like this that the clown made his escape.
I don't understand.
He opened up the hole and disappeared into the bowels of the earth.
If you say so, monsieur.
Okay.
I found this red nose in the sewer,
What were you doing down there?
fishing for clues. That's where the clown went.
You still insist you saw a clown, monsieur?
Well, it was a
Of
clown.
course. And this novelty nose proves it.
It will take more than a plastic proboscis to convince Inspector Rousseau.
You don't want this as evidence, then?
Certainly not, monsieur.
Fair enough. What about my tissue?
Do you recognize this dirty tissue?
No, monsieur, I do not.
I found it in the sewer.
Perhaps it would be better if you put it back there.
No way! This could be an important clue.
If you say so, monsieur.
George likes to carry around disgusting stuff around with him.
Do you recognize the man in this photograph?
No, monsieur.
It's the guy who bombed the cafe. The clown.
This man looks nothing like a clown.
Oh my
He's
god.
taken off his grease paint and costume.
Then there is nothing to link this man with the killing.
Nothing? Look at those murderous eyes.
Hardly likely to get him convicted.
This is before CCTV. We probably shouldn't buzzer him, but
Would you like to shake my hand, Sergeant?
Not while I'm on duty, monsieur. The gesture could be misconstrued.
oh yeah, I take it as a bribe. Okay, let's speak to Rousseau
Is
then.
Rosso here?
Yes, he is. You wish to speak to him?
Yeah, sure.
Yes, I do.
One moment, monsieur. Stobbart is here to see you, monsieur.
Did he say what it was about?
No, monsieur.
Very well.
Is he actually going to come and talk to me? He is coming to talk to me. I thought he was going to blow me off. Not blow me, obviously. That'd be a bit much in a police station, but you know.
Hi, Inspector. Remember me?
But of course, Mr. Stobbart. My mind is a well-ordered faculty.
Sure it is.
A mental classification system that's the envy of the Bibliothèque Nationale.
Yeah.
No tricks, mark you, monsieur. Just exercise.
Okay.
Just as our muscles waste through
My God,
inactivity,
this guy likes the sound of his own
so
voice,
our
doesn't he?
minds decay. But there is no need. If only people would learn to exercise their wits daily.
If he was trying to impress me, it worked. He was pompous and patronizing, but he had style.
Eh bien, if you called about the bombing, you're too late.
Oh,
Investigations have been closed.
really?
But I've been taken off the
Oh.
case.
What about the murderer, the dead guy?
It is out of my hands.
Oh.
Don't you want to know what I found out about the killer?
I told you, monsieur, the case is closed. I have washed my hands of the whole affair.
Then I'll have to continue my investigations without your help.
No, you must forget the business of the clown completely. Go back to being an ordinary tourist, Stobbart.
Police corruption. I mean, we can ask if we can get any information, I guess.
Did you find out the ID of the guy who was killed in the explosion?
I already knew who he was.
Excuse me.
I heard that the bomb victim's name was Plantar.
Your sources are reliable.
He was a big shot at the Treasury, wasn't he? Maybe that's why you've been taken off the case.
Maybe.
I'm sorry, monsieur. I cannot comment.
I mean, that at least confirms what we already know.
What was that psycho detective business you did in the cafe?
It is my theory that the passions evoked in violent crimes create ripples in the ether, invisible to all but the possessor of a highly developed and receptive mind.
Which would be yours, then.
I'm impressed. Can you bend spoons, too?
Yuri Geller.
I didn't think a man of your obvious intelligence would stoop to mockery.
I'm
Well.
not mocking. I've had personal experience of the power of the mind. I used to get ignored at parties until I read a book that changed my life.
Really? What was it called?
Hypnotism for fun and profit. He looked at me as if I'd farted at a funeral.
The power of mesmerism is a rare gift, not a party trick.
Oh, he not happy.
You're not gonna try any of that psychic interrogation on me, are you?
Do you find the thought of my probing distasteful?
Let's just say I'd rather you didn't. I've got more doubts than doubting Thomas when it comes to mysticism.
Too bad. I think you would make an interesting subject under controlled regression.
The day I let anyone mess with my mind hasn't dawned yet.
Not yet, anyway. Okay, let's show him everything we've got. We might get something.
What do you make of this, Rosso?
It is a tool for gaining access to sewers.
Guy knows his stuff.
Does this red nose mean anything to you?
I'd imagine it means you have not given up your pursuit of the clown.
No.
You're absolutely right.
About the grease paint.
I found this tissue in the sewer.
It would have been best if you'd left it there.
Do you recognize the man in this photograph?
No.
It's
the
the
face of
killer.
The man who bombed the cafe?
The
Yep.
photograph was taken soon after the explosion. He'd escaped through the sewers, leaving a trail of clues behind him.
Circumstantial evidence, Stobbart. None of it proves a thing.
Police corruption.
Did I show you this photograph?
Oui? You're still convinced he is the killer?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay, this is probably illegal.
Would you care to shake my hand, Inspector?
Please don't be offended if I decline your offer, Stobbart. The palms of my hands are particularly sensitive.
Okay.
So long, Inspector.
Right, I guess that's everything then. So yeah. Waste of time at the police station. He's been taken off the case. He's just doing regular boring paperwork, probably. Hello, lads. You two look shifty.
Excuse me.
Yes?
Have you heard of a guy called Plantar?
No, that name means nothing to me.
I'm looking for a clown.
Are you trying to be funny?
No, I really am looking for a clown.
There are no clowns here except you.
These two look like mobsters. I don't know if we really want to ask them about this stuff. They're probably like his hired muscle, but sure, why not?
Do you know a man by the name of Khan?
No, I don't.
It's very important I get to see him, and...
I told you. I don't know it.
Right, okay. Well, here's his
Do
picture.
you recognize the guy in this photograph?
No, I never saw it.
Will you shake my hand?
Are you joking? Who knows where it has been?
Worth a try, innit?
Have you ever seen this clown's nose before?
No.
What does this tissue mean to you?
Nothing.
Are you serious?
Oh, yes. Take a good look at the substance it's smeared with.
You are sick. Very sick.
Thank you. But my manhole cover.
What does this tool suggest to you?
Hard labor.
Forget it.
Okay, what about this guy?
Excuse me.
Yeah?
Do you happen to know a guy named Khan?
That ain't nobody I know.
I'm sorry to be a burden on your brain.
Yeah, this guy, out of these two, you got brains and brawn here, I think.
You ever meet a guy called Plantar?
No, I ain't.
You missed your chance. If you're quick, you'll catch him at the coroner's. Have you seen a guy dressed as a clown?
No, I ain't. Don't tell me I missed him. Oh, that's too bad. I love the clowns, don't you?
I've seen daytime television that was funnier.
I love it when the little guys get hyped.
That figures.
Custard pies, hose pipe down the pants, then smack! A plank in the kisser.
Do Do you recognize the guy in this photograph?
He might slip
Is
up.
this a trick question?
No, I simply asked if you recognized him.
Okay then. No, I don't.
He's playing dumb.
Shake my hand.
Nah.
Oh, rats.
I don't think anyone's going to fall for that, quite honestly. I don't think any of this is going to work, so...
See you later.
Not if you see me first.
I have a funny feeling we're going to have to go through the back. Let's go into the back of the hotel and see if we can sneak our way in. It's like a posh joint. I don't think they're just going to let me through the door. Oh, they're just letting me in. Wow, look at this place. Holy hell, is it swanky. Ah, ooh, hotel key.
Hanging from a brass hook was a key and a plastic tag.
Right, this guy's just not going to let it take it, is he? This guy looks like up his own arse.
I want some information.
Who are you? The police?
I'm conducting a private investigation.
Ah, I know only too well what you mean. That is one of the drawbacks of the catering business.
What?
When people book into an hotel, they leave their morals at home, no?
Yeah, can I have the key?
About the key hanging on the hook over there.
Oui, monsieur.
Which room is it for?
Number 21.
Is that room taken?
No. The guests checked out this morning.
Let me guess, he went by the name of Khan.
I'd like to check into room 21.
That is not possible.
How come? You said it was vacant.
It is reserved for another guest.
Rats.
No, monsieur. Dutch.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Do you know a man named Plantar?
No, monsieur.
What about Khan?
Do you have a guest by the name of Khan?
No, monsieur. Perhaps you would care to check the register.
You like?
The man who calls himself Khan has a scar on his left cheek.
Vraiment? I tell you, I do not know a man named Khan.
Maybe not, but I noticed a change in his expression when I mentioned the scar.
Ah, he does know what I'm talking about.
I'm looking for a man who dresses like a clown.
This is a highly respectable hotel, monsieur. There are no clowns here.
If you say so.
I mean, you're a bit of a clown. Picture's flashing. Shake my hand!
Hey, shake my hand.
I'd rather not, monsieur. I'm
Yeah.
still sore from the shock administered by one of the guests. He was secretly concealing an electrical device
do such
in
a
the
thing?
palm of his hand.
Who would do such a thing?
Practical jokes are so puerile, don't you think?
Oh, yeah.
Sure.
yeah. Okay, let's rattle him. Show him the picture.
Do you recognize the man in this photograph?
Yes, monsieur. That man is one of our guests.
What name?
I cannot tell you that.
Okay, we need to press him a bit.
Can you tell me which room the man in the photograph has taken?
Oh, no, monsieur. That information is confidential.
Right. What about my tissue? Do you want this?
What do you make of this tissue?
Do you wish me to dispose of it for you, monsieur?
Hey, no. It could be useful. I'm holding on to this.
As
For the
you wish,
entire
monsieur.
game.
Perhaps you would like a little plastic baggie to keep it in?
Yeah.
Nah, it's fine the way it is.
Okay, I don't think he's going to know anything about any of these.
Thanks for your help, buddy.
Maybe we could distract him and steal the key. Mr. Professor here.
Excuse me. Didn't I see your picture in the news?
Oh!
You're that Nobel Prize winner from some unpronounceable Eastern European state.
Yes, that is me, in person.
I don't want to worry you, but have you had any threats on your life? You know, mysterious phone calls, letters made up of headlines cut from the newspaper.
I don't know what you're talking
The
about.
old school way of doing it, you know.
Do you know a guy called Plantar?
I don't know anybody in Paris.
Oh, well, this guy's dead anyhow.
Why do you ask me about dead men? I have seen enough of death to last me a lifetime.
I'm, sure you have.
Cool. Okay. What about a clown?
Have you seen a clown?
I beg your pardon?
The clown. A guy in funny pants. Have you seen him?
My pants are from England.
Oh, okay.
Marks and Spencer. They are
Expensive,
a pleasure
then.
and a comfort to wear, with much support.
I'm real glad to hear that.
M&S
You know,
name
it's
dropped.
good to know you Nobel Prize winners are human too.
Did you get some
In
Percy
my
Pigs while you're
country,
there?
the people make do with string and egg cartoons.
For pants?
For everything. Oppression is the mother of ingenuity.
Okay. Want to shake my hand?
May I shake you by the hand?
I do not shake the hands of imperialist dogs.
Now, that's a real bad attitude problem you've got
Wow,
there.
okay. What about this guy?
Do you recognize this man? He calls himself Khan.
Yes, I know this man. Why do you carry his photograph?
He's a
I'm
killer.
a private detective.
Okay, let's ask about Khan then.
What's your interest in Khan?
He is an enemy of my people.
Oh.
You know he's a killer.
Of course, amongst other things.
Okay.
Would you help me investigate Khan?
That is not possible. My instructions are to observe. I
Oh.
cannot jeopardize my position as an honored guest of this country's government.
Right, okay.
This is a photo of Khan, right?
That is just one of the names by which he is known.
Well, what are the others? You gonna tell me the others? Okay.
What
Well,
does this clown's nose suggest to you?
In my country, we have no use for clowns.
I'm
Oh.
glad to hear it.
They were dealt with most severely in the last
Oh, wow.
cultural cleansing.
Wow.
What about the mimes? Did you get them too?
All gone. Our streets are mime-free.
George wants to move
Sounds
there.
like heaven.
What, my dirty
Does
tissue?
this goo-smeared tissue mean anything to you?
No, it doesn't.
Okay, he's not going to answer anything
Thanks
about
for your help.
Goodbye.
this, whoever this dude is. Okay, so to the woman. Playing the piano.
Hi there, ma'am.
Well, hello. What can I do for you?
I'm looking for a man.
You disappoint me, my dear. For one foolish moment, I thought. But never mind.
Oh.
Aren't you going to tell me your name?
George Stobbart, ma'am.
Hello.
How sweet! I once had a stable boy called George. I am Lady Piermont. The common reaction is to kneel and stutter, but it's not obligatory.
A
Okay.
real lady?
Oh.
I mean, you're an honest-to-God aristocrat?
Oh, I don't know about that. Few of my ancestors are honest, not even to God. I can trace my family back to the Normans.
Wow.
But don't let that intimidate you, George. Beneath that impressive pedigree, I'm just flesh and blood. The blood may be blue, but the flesh is the plump beef of old England, so to speak. You appear distracted, George. Is there any way I can help you?
Alright, so back to 1066 she goes. Okay, let's ask about everybody.
I'm looking for a murderer.
Good heavens! You're a private detective.
I am.
That's correct, ma'am.
What's the term you Americans use?
Yeah,
It's
I am.
on the tip of my tongue.
I believe what you're thinking of is
Dick.
Precisely.
My God. Randy old lady.
Have you come across a man who calls himself Khan?
I am familiar with only one person named Khan.
Genghis Khan, the legendary Mongol barbarian
Genghis
chieftain?
Khan.
No, darling. Kevin.
Kevin Khan? I never heard of him.
I'd be most surprised if you had, darling. He's a pharmacist in Hemel Hempstead.
Oh, okay.
Organizes fundraising for the Rotarians. Lovely man.
Okay.
Does he have a scar on his cheek?
I really wouldn't know, sweetie.
What about the dudes outside?
Did you know there's a gangster out front?
What makes you think he's a gangster?
It looks like
Italian
one.
suit and the bulge in his pocket?
I know plenty of men with Italian suits and bulges in their pockets.
All
That
right.
doesn't necessarily make them gangsters.
Let's ask about her.
Are you here in Paris on vacation?
No, darling, I'm on holiday.
Same thing.
I needed
yeah.
to get away after Algy's funeral.
I didn't realize you were mourning the loss of a loved one.
I'm not. He was my husband.
Oh, wow, okay.
I'm sorry to hear about your husband's death.
You wouldn't be if you knew him, my dear.
Okay.
It gave me the opportunity to take a well-deserved holiday. Daphne suggested a change of scenery. Paris, she said. The wild romance is just what you need to take your mind off the inquest.
Oh.
Well, the closest I came to romance was being wooed by a drunken Breton chef. I must say I was disappointed with his coq au vin. Not at all what I was expecting. I was thinking of cutting my holiday short, packing my bags and heading back to Hemel Hempstead. That was until last night.
Oh. What happened last night?
What happened to you last night?
I'm intrigued.
I was stricken, Mr. Stobbart. Cupid's arrow has cleft my bosom.
Oh.
They couldn't really miss.
It was just as I'd always imagined it should be. The intimacy of candlelight, romantic music tinkling across the room, and then a stranger's glance.
Oh.
Those brooding eyes, that suave manner, those tight trousers. He was the man I'd been waiting for all my life.
Oh, God.
I'm glad he finally turned up after all these years.
Who's he talking about?
Ah, but it wasn't to be. He was merely toying with my affections.
Oh.
And if I ever catch up with him, he's dead.
Is this the guy?
Do you recognize the man in this photograph?
My God, it's him. That's Merlin.
Oh.
She represented everything I loved about the English. The lady was totally deranged.
We're just
Merlin?
crazy.
You mean King Arthur's wizard?
Good heavens, no. Monsieur Merlin is a fellow guest. He's the man I've been telling you about. That's the man who spurned me.
What a dick.
The man you know as Merlin is a fake.
Merlin's one of his other
What
names.
do you mean, sweetie?
He's a murderer. He also uses the name Khan.
I am shocked, Mr. Stobbart. Shaken. I took him to be a gentleman. A man of honor.
No, he
You
just
know-
suffers clowns.
I'd rather like to assist you in stitching him up.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
When did you last see Merlin?
It was no more than an hour ago.
Oh,
He
really?
came downstairs and spoke to that clerk chappie. Something passed hands. I couldn't see what exactly.
A briefcase?
No, smaller than that. A bundle of papers, perhaps.
Ooh.
The clerk put it in the hotel safe and Merlin went out.
Oh.
Are you sure you saw Merlin putting documents in the safe?
Interesting.
Yes, darling. Positive.
I wonder what they were.
Obviously something of great importance.
Yeah. I'd sure like to get my hands on whatever it is. I'll bet they had something to do with Plantar's briefcase.
Yeah, probably.
Has Merlin returned to the hotel?
No, he hasn't. Are you going to search his room?
That's the plan.
If I could get in there, I would.
I'll shake my hand.
Would you like to shake my hand, ma'am?
Now, George, there's no need to be so formal. We met as tourists, and I want to keep it that way, despite the enormous social gulf between us.
Fair. Okay.
Did I show you this photograph?
Yes, darling.
Okay. Right. Maybe she can help me get the key.
Would you distract the clerk while I borrow a key?
Are you asking me to aid you in a criminal act, darling?
Yes.
Oh, no. It's the key to an empty room.
And why, may I ask, do you wish to gain access to an empty room? Do you plan to squat?
No, ma'am.
Oh.
Scouts honor?
I was never in the Boy Scouts, ma'am.
No, you should have been. What were your parents thinking of? It's a fine way for a boy to get licked into shape. Now tell me, why do you want to get into that room?
It's next to the room the killer is using.
Sneak through the window.
Ah, so you plan to eavesdrop on Merlin?
Yeah.
I was hoping there might be a connecting door.
I shouldn't think my feminine charms would be much use in this case, but a good dose of English arrogance might do the trick.
Always works. Always works for me. Oh, okay. Here she goes. Yeah, get him.
I say, you there, flunky.
Oui, madame.
Listen carefully. You do understand English, don't you?
But of course, madame.
Good. I wish to deposit some jewelry for safekeeping.
I understand.
Are you quite certain?
Oh, bien sûr, madame.
Over to you, my dear.
Thank you. And we'll have a look at the register while we're here as well.
There was no one registered under the name of Khan, but the name in the book for room 22 was Merlin.
Yep, that's the one. Safe is there.
In the back of the office was a small safe with a combination lock.
Now, I don't think we're ever getting in there. Okay, right, let's go break into a room, shall we? Okay. So this is his door.
The sign on the door read 22. If the tailor's description was correct, this was the killer's room.
Right. Try the door?
The door was locked.
Yeah. Okay, let's break into this room then, and then maybe we can try and sneak in through the other one.
The door was locked.
Well, yeah, I have the key. That one.
Maybe it wasn't the right room, but this was the right key.
Okay, we're in. Anything in the wardrobe?
There was nothing in the wardrobe apart from a vague, lingering smell of camphor.
Oh. Anything else? Ooh, cabinet. What's in the cabinet?
The cabinet was empty, but it smelled of onions. No kidding, it really did.
Why would the cabinet smell of onions? That's very random. Oh, window's unlocked. Okay, out we go. Oh god, this is really dangerous. Oh shit. Oh, he's left his window open. What an idiot. Oh. Okay, this is going to be really dangerous. He could literally come back any minute. We'll just have to be quick.
The assassin had been too smart to leave incriminating evidence beside his bed.
Okay. Briefcase. It's the briefcase.
I searched the interior of the briefcase, but as I'd half expected, it was empty.
Yeah, it was the stuff's in the safe.
The bed was freshly made, and the crisp white sheets told me nothing about the killer's habits.
What about the wardrobe? Clothes.
There was nothing in the pockets of the pants.
Right.
The pants were newly laundered and pressed with immaculate creases. The interior of the closet was large enough for me to climb right in.
Okay. So there's nothing in here then?
The bed was several times larger than the narrow cot I'd been given at the place I was staying.
Right.
The door led back into the hall, idiot.
Right. Ill. Calling me an idiot.
It was the battered leather briefcase I'd seen Plantar carrying just before he died. The cabinet had no drawers, just a single door.
Right. Door's open. What? Oh shit, he's coming. How did we unlock the door from the inside?
I had the kind of feeling in my stomach that would usually send me running to the bathroom.
Get in the cupboard. Yeah, get in the cupboard, George. He'll probably check it. Oh shit, this is really bad. Great, he's changing his trousers. I don't want to see that. I don't want to see him changing his trousers. Okay, we're okay. He didn't spot a fully grown adult man in the corner of the wardrobe. Dumbass. However, he did leave his trousers behind for us to search. Aha!
I couldn't believe my luck when I found 2 items in the pockets of the pants. The first was an ordinary matchbook. No matches, no clues. The second was a pass card which read, Thomas Merlin, Gruber Electronics Corporation.
Right. If I remember correctly, I might do, I think we get searched by the guys outside, so I think we have to throw it out the window. No? Okay.
I resisted a childish desire to toss things from a height.
Oh.
If I wanted my shins sticking out of my shoulders, I could have jumped.
True.
Mama Stobbart didn't raise no suicidal fools, though. If I wanted my shin, Mama...
Okay. Right, let's go inside, George. That was a bit judgmental. That was a bit judgmental, George. Okay. I think we can safely leave now. We should be okay. Yeah, I can't remember whether... I have a vague memory of getting searched by those guys downstairs. Let's go to Lady Piermont, because we can tell her that we were successful.
Hi, ma'am.
Hello, George. What can I do for you now?
You helped a lot.
I found this pass in Merlin's room.
So, that deceitful little man is passing himself off as an electrician, is he?
Apparently.
Uh-huh. This guy probably has a million faces.
About the matchbook.
I found this matchbook in Merlin's bedroom.
It came from the Club Alamut.
Oh.
It might be useful to find out if that club is in Paris, George.
I got the key. Thanks for your help, ma'am.
Okay, I don't think there's anything else we can talk to her about.
I have to go, ma'am.
But thank you for your help. I really appreciate it, Lady Piermont. You're amazing. We can show this guy, though.
Hello again. Do you recognize this card?
No, I do not.
Okay.
Does the name on this matchbook mean anything to you?
Indeed it does, for Alamut was the home of the old man of the mountains.
Oh, okay.
You do not know him?
No.
No, I don't. Tell me again about Alamut.
It is the home of the old man of the mountains.
Right.
Do you recognize this key?
No, I do not.
Okay.
Thanks for your help.
Goodbye.
Bye! Maybe we could ask the concierge. She might know about it. If not, I think we give Nicole a ring, and if she knows.
What now, monsieur?
Oh, we asked about the safe.
I'd like to retrieve something from your safe.
Oui, monsieur. May I see some form of identification?
Like what?
A driving license, perhaps?
I don't drive.
Your passport?
My
I
ID
don't have
card.
it with me. I could show you my operation scar.
I'm sorry, monsieur. I must have some form of unique ID.
You won't find a more unique ID than my scar.
I'm sorry. I must insist on a
Like-
more traditional identification.
Rats.
Try the card. Well, ask him about this first.
Does this matchbook mean anything to you?
No, monsieur.
Worth a try. Okay.
Does this pass mean anything to you?
That is Monsieur Merlin's property.
That's right. Merlin the murderer. I want to see what he's left in your safe.
Impossible. I cannot betray his confidence, no matter what you say he's done.
You're making a big mistake.
Maybe I can live with that.
Right, okay. Got your key back?
Do you recognize this key?
That is the property of the Hotel Ubu.
correct.
May I ask how it found its way from the little hook to your pocket?
Would you believe it was put there by a poltergeist?
No, monsieur. The hotel is regularly serviced by
Really?
an exorcist.
Okay.
If we had a ghost, Father Fécond would have flushed it out.
I suppose you want the key back.
Not spécialement. The room is vacant. Since you are so determined to conduct your little investigation, I won't stop you.
Oh, really?
Did I show you this pass?
Oui, monsieur.
Thanks
Okay.
for your help, buddy.
Yeah, so we're not going into the safe, I don't think. Maybe we can speak to Lady Piermont again and ask if she knows.
I figured the lady at the keys wouldn't appreciate a duet with a musical illiterate like me.
True. Okay, let's try ringing Nicole and see if she knows anything about this club.
Bonjour, couleur.
Hi, it's George. I have the address of the killer's hotel.
If you're going to pay him a visit, take care.
I'm already
Remember,
there.
that guy's a professional.
Thanks. I'll be fine.
Okay, no, nothing.
It was the card I'd found in the hotel bedroom. It read, Thomas Merlin, Gruber Electronics Corporation. The matchbook bore a pattern of swirling color and the words, Club Alamut.
Okay. What if she'll help me get into the safe?
Hi, ma'am.
Hello, George. What can I do for you now?
Would you like to keep Merlin's pass as a memento?
I think we should.
No,
keep it.
darling. My broken heart is reminder enough.
I showed the pass to the clerk, hoping he'd give me Merlin's papers, but he wouldn't buy it. He's too scared.
I'll give him something to be scared of.
Oh!
Follow me, George!
Yes! Okay, we're going to get the papers. Lady Piermont. Legend.
Did
What
you
a
place a package from Merlin in the hotel safe?
I did, madame.
And did my friend here show you Merlin's identification?
Indeed he did, but
What's the problem?
he isn't Merlin.
A mere academic detail. Give him the package.
But that is against the law.
I happen to be a justice of the peace, you silly man. I am the law. If he tries anything, shoot him, George.
My pleasure, Lady Piermont.
One moment, please.
Okay. We're getting the package.
You know, I haven't enjoyed myself this much since Greenham Common.
I don't know what I would have done without you, Lady Piermont.
What a legend.
Voilà, monsieur. Le manuscrit de Monsieur Merlin.
Thanks.
How satisfying. An Anglo-American alliance that actually worked.
Definitely.
The clerk had given me a tightly rolled sheet of parchment. I decided not to unroll it until I was safely back in Nico's apartment.
Yeah, and if I remember rightly, because I've just got this very vague memory, that we have to chuck it out the window because the guys will frisk you and then
The
find
door was locked.
it and then they shoot you. So we just need to, like, chuck it into the alleyway. Just like, that's just like, I don't remember a lot about this game, but I do remember vaguely about that.
I knew this was no way to treat an
Yep.
ancient manuscript, but I couldn't let it fall into the hands of the goons waiting outside.
Yeah, exactly that. Mustn't let the goons get it. Right, well, thank you everybody for your help. It's been very much appreciated. Wait for it.
What's your problem?
No problem, if you cooperate.
What do you want?
Just a routine security check. Nothing to worry yourself about.
Oh, well, all right.
Search him, Flap.
You bet.
Hey, knock it off. Get off, you big ape.
Nothing, right?
Nothing, Guido. Zilch.
Our apologies, monsieur.
What? I had to report you to the authorities.
Randir, we are the authorities.
You
Right.
want I should break his arms?
No. Let him go, Flap.
Aha! Yeah, Flap and Guido, that's their names. Here's the manuscript.
If the manuscript was what Flap and Guido were after, they were going to be disappointed.
Yoink!
I couldn't wait to get back to Nico's apartment and check it out.
Okay, we did it! We did it! There you go, Nico. Look
You're
what
just
we've
not
got.
going to believe what I found.
It's not another part of the clown's costume, is it?
Yo.
It's a medieval manuscript. Khan left it in the safe at the Ubu.
It's incredible. Is this what he took from Plantar?
Yes.
It could be, which means it's worth enough to kill for.
Oh, wow.
Two guys on the same horse.
Oh, yeah. Maybe they couldn't afford one each. What of it?
Have you ever heard of the Knights Templar? Their official seal was an image of two knights sharing a horse. Whatever this manuscript means, it's connected with the Templars.
How come you know about these knights?
I learned about them while writing an article on the Crusades.
They're very famous, and I could give you a whole
This
speech
guy,
on them, but...
named Hughes de Payen, arrived one day at the court of King of Jerusalem. He offered to protect the Christian pilgrims from the displaced Muslim armies. The king would be able to guarantee safe transit to Christians in the Holy Land. Safer journeys meant more pilgrims, and pilgrims meant trade and wealth. The Templars proved invaluable to the king as a mercenary army. It was said that they never asked how many the enemy numbered, just where they were. And as the years went by, the Templars grew in wealth and numbers. They were so rich, even kings came to them for loans. But at the height of their power,
King
they
Philippe.
fell foul of the King of France. He rounded them up and turned them over to the Inquisition. Thousands of Templars were subject to torture and confessed to heresy. Of course, at the hands of the Inquisition, there wasn't much they wouldn't confess to. The last Grand Master Jacques de Molay was burned alive. But the treasure of the Knights Templar was never found.
Hmm. That's basically what I was going to
Jeez.
say.
So the treasure is hidden, waiting to be discovered?
If there ever was a treasure, it's been lost for 600 years. Anyway, we're supposed to be investigating a serial killer, not a medieval treasure trove.
But maybe that's what the clown and his accomplices are after.
It's all linked.
Maybe this manuscript is the key.
You'd better leave it here for safekeeping. Think about it, Josh. One guy's already died for it, as you said yourself.
Yep.
Besides, that parchment is fragile.
Okay, I'm convinced. You keep hold of it. I found Plantar's briefcase in the killer's hotel room. It was empty, of course.
But that's what it had in it.
I found this in the killer's room.
What is it, a credit card?
Like an ID. Yeah.
Thomas Merlin of the Gruber Electronics Corporation.
Never heard of him, or the company.
Nope. What about
I
this?
found this matchbook in the killer's hotel room. It's from the Club Alamut.
Never heard of it. Is there anything written inside it?
No, what were you expecting?
If this was a movie, there'd be a clue. A
Yeah,
name or an
it's not.
address.
It's a game.
That's no use. There aren't even any matches in it.
Oh well, I'll keep it as a souvenir.
Gotta mean something, right?
Are you sure you've never heard of Thomas Merlin?
Positive.
Did I show you this matchbook?
Huh? Oh, yeah.
Let's take another look at the manuscript.
It's got to have some clues on it, right?
Let's face it, we need help, George. Someone who knows about these things.
Who do you suggest? Indiana Jones?
Yes.
I know a guy who specializes in medieval studies. His name is Lobino.
Huh. Some stuffy old fossil who gets horny over ancient relics, I suppose.
Far from it. Andre isn't the stereotypical professor you have in mind.
Where can I find this Lobino guy?
At the Krone Museum. I'll give you the address.
Okay.
There's a woman looking at her reflection in a mirror.
But it's three
The
guys.
reflection has three hideous faces.
She reminds me of the Wicked Queen in Snow White.
She was the one who said mirror, mirror on the wall, wasn't she?
Yeah.
She made me cry so much when I was a kid. Mom carried me out of the movie theater.
She didn't frighten me in the least.
Like I said, I was only a kid. I didn't like the crocodile in Peter Pan either.
The ticking one.
There's a woman looking at her reflection, but the reflection...
About this guy.
A knight with a crystal ball. There's something written on the scroll beside the knight.
Yes, but it's written in Latin. Per disciplinam mea lux videbis.
By my teachings, you will see the light.
Ah.
You speak Latin? Where did you learn a trick like that?
A trick? I studied law, okay? I can read Latin.
My, you're touchy. Tell me that again.
Through my teachings, you will be enlightened.
Right. About the guy with the loom.
There's a guy working on a loom. He's weaving a carpet or a tapestry.
Or a duvet cover. It's a clue to a place, I reckon. Somewhere famed for weaving and ships.
Where folk live in barrels?
It beats copper boxes.
True, true. Hey, Ultraviolet Eyes, how's it going? At the bull with the ring.
There's a guy
nose
with a
thing.
sword and a bull.
The only mythological bull I know of is the Minotaur, but he was only half bull.
That's in Greece.
I don't think I'd like to be half a bull, even if it was the bottom half.
What's that object between them?
It looks like a gem on top of a tripod.
Yeah. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I'm glad my post actually managed to get some traction. Thank you for the follow as well. Much appreciated. I think that's probably all we get to learn from this, really.
There's a guy between them.
Yeah.
There's a guy.
Yeah. Well, so there's nothing. So we have to go speak to Andre Labenu. Okay. Right. Let's go speak to this guy.
Maybe I'll check out the Krone Museum.
I'm sure you'll find it useful, George.
Maybe. We've got a lead. Okay, off to the museum we go. Oh wow, look at this place. Yeah, let's examine the bushes.
A real macho guy would have plunged straight into the spiky, scratchy bushes. Not me.
Okay. Okay, George. Fair enough, mate. Fair enough. Oh, hello, Mr. Security Guard.
Pardon me. Oui, monsieur?
Are you Lobino?
Oh, no. Fancy you mistaking me for him. No. I am the deputy custodian.
But Lobino does work here.
Work? I wouldn't go so far as to call it that. He studies here most days, but as you can see for yourself...
Oh, he's not here.
Not today.
Do you know anything about the Knights of the Temple?
No, sir. Not a sausage.
Oh. Okay. You recognize this guy?
Do you recognize the man in this photograph?
No, monsieur. Is there any reason why I should?
He's a killer.
I guess not.
Oh, we're not going to tell him, are we?
Do you recognize this ID pass?
No.
This guy doesn't know nothing.
Have you ever heard of the Club Alamut?
Oh, no. I don't frequent places like that.
Want to shake my hand?
Would you like to shake my hand?
Not while I'm on duty, monsieur.
No one wants to shake my hand.
Do you know anything about medieval manuscripts?
Not me, monsieur. I am no scholar. Though people often mistake me for one.
I'm not
It
sure
is
they
the
do.
uniform, I guess. They see the clothes. They are impressed.
Okay.
And they ask you to park their cars?
They ask me to park the... No. They assume I am an authority on the exhibits in my care.
Whereas you know next to nothing about history.
Of course not. All I am saying is, I am no scholar, not like Monsieur Lobineau.
Who's not here? Okay, anyway.
Thanks for your help.
Yeah, not much help. Alright, let's look at all the display cases. And all.
A metal rod attached to the wall was connected to the window.
Okay, let's have a look in all the cases. There might be some...
I tried to sneak my hand inside while the guard wasn't looking, but the case was locked.
Also, that's the tripod from the manuscript.
In the case was a spindly tripod, blackened with age and pitted with rust. It was identical to the tripod pictured on the manuscript. A notice identified it as 15th century from Western Ireland. It had been found in Loch Marne at the site of a Knights Templar preceptory. Ireland!
What's that?
This tripod was found in Ireland.
I will have to ask you to keep your voice down.
Well,
I'm sorry, I was excited.
Hey, no! No, monsieur. No.
Oh?
What's wrong?
You must not enter the exhibits.
I'm sorry. It was a tapestry of a lady, a lion, and a unicorn. If I'd had more time, I could have stared at it all day.
I genuinely like places like this.
The
I like
totem pole
museums.
looked distinctly out of place in the setting of the museum.
Yeah, why a totem pole in this a French museum?
It was an ancient Egyptian sarcophagus with a beautifully painted effigy of its owner on the lid.
Leave it alone. That closet is over 3,000 years old.
Closet? What?
Closet? It's a sarcophagus.
Yeah, he doesn't really know what he's talking about, does he? Okay, let's have a look at
it. It
everything.
was a large brass urn.
About the rest of the display case, anything you...
I looked down at a collection of tools with wooden handles and tarnished metal blades. There were knives, chisels, and spikes fanned out in a semicircle. I guess there's always been a need for home improvement.
Yeah, fair enough.
The case contained 2 rows of silver coins. Each coin on the lower row showed a portrait of a guy with a huge nose.
Okay.
The case contained some fragments of pottery. They looked to me like broken flower pots. Above them, a sign read, L'Age Paléolithique. The case contained a collection of rocks. They were all shapes and colors, but they were still rocks. Above them, a sign read, L'Age Paléolithique.
Paleolithic age. We play the handle?
Attention! Please do not open the window, monsieur.
Don't you think it's kind of stuffy in here?
Better stuffy than dead.
What's the problem? Fumes from car exhausts?
Not just that, monsieur. There's a new burger bar opened up across the street. The Laughing Buffalo.
Okay.
So what's the problem?
They cook their burgers on a charcoal grill, and the fat falls on the open flame. The amount of organic compound and smoke particles released is astounding.
Right.
Since they opened, local air pollution has doubled, and it stinks like a funeral pyre. That is why I keep the windows closed.
Okay. About the totem pole, can we interact with that?
Watch out! You will have that done on top of us!
Foreshadowing. Okay, let's ask the guy.
Pardon me?
Oui, monsieur?
Ah, okay.
Can you give me any further information about the tripod?
Certainly, monsieur. It's infamous. That tripod, that belonged to John Dee.
Oh.
What's the importance of John Dee's tripod?
Dee was the most famous escapologist of the 16th century. The Houdini of his time.
Don't you mean alchemist?
Yeah.
Escapologists use ropes, chains, and handcuffs.
Yeah.
Not tripods.
But whatever he was, that is the tripod he used in his experiments.
He was one of Queen Elizabeth's closest confidants, basically.
What kind of experiments did John Dee perform with his tripod?
Oh, the usual. Didn't you study chemistry at school?
Yeah, but we skipped over thaumatology. Can I take a closer look at the tripod?
What? Get it out of the case? No! That tripod is protected by a sophisticated surveillance system.
Sure
How
it is.
sophisticated?
A painfully loud alarm bell.
How is the alarm bell triggered?
By the slightest pressure on or movement of any part of the case wherein that tripod is situated.
Okay, so is there a way to disable this alarm system?
It strikes me that to call your alarm system sophisticated is, well, stretching the truth a little.
It has never failed yet. The sophistication is in its simplicity.
Right.
The sign on the tripod says it was found at a Templar preceptory.
It does?
Yeah. It doesn't mention John D. at all.
Most remiss.
You don't know anything about the tripod, do you?
No, I don't. I never had much of a start in life, you see. I owe what little education I gained to my uncle. He was an optician, but he also doubled as the village school teacher. He taught me the alphabet. Wait, 19 letters of it. The bottom row of the chart was too small even for him to read, so he left them out.
Right.
Why don't you start over and enroll for adult education?
You know, I never thought of that. Do you think if I studied art and did all my homework, I could be a professor of history?
At your age? Dream on.
Oh, that's a bit cruel.
What can you tell me about the collection of coins?
Not a great deal.
Our example of silver coinage from the reign of Philippe le Bel. That little old lay buried for centuries in a field on the outskirts of Paris. They're unique. Nothing like them has been found anywhere else in Europe.
Hard to actually believe anything he says, though, is the problem.
Who was Philippe le Bel?
You don't know? Philippe IV, the King of France.
Wasn't he the guy who wiped out the Knights Templar?
Yes.
I have no idea, monsieur.
Yes, he
All
was.
I know is he was King of France. I don't even know why he was called Philippe le Bel.
What can you tell me about the collection of pottery?
Those are remains of pots used by the original inhabitants of Paris. The Paris pot people.
When did they move out?
15,000 years ago, monsieur. Vanished
That's a long time
in
ago.
the mists of time. Didn't even have time to pack up their pots.
Right. Okay.
Thanks for your help.
Wait, that thing in the bottom left looks suspiciously like the Francis Drake's Codebreaker thing from Uncharted 3. Just saying. Put the ring in it. Bunch of shit out. Okay, I don't think there's anything else in here.
The tripod was definitely the one on the manuscript. The Templar connection confirmed it. I was tempted to go to Ireland to check it out.
Well, why don't we then? Andre's not here, so let's go back to speak to Nicole and let her know what we found out.
Hi, Jules.
Hello. Bonjour, as you say.
I found the tripod.
Where?
In the museum. It belonged to the Templars. It was dug up in Ireland at a place called Loch Marn.
I have heard of Lochmarn. I read an article about the castle. Take a look for yourself.
Aha.
A popular gossip magazine? You read that rubbish?
No, I write it.
Awkward.
Professor Nigel Pegram, excavating the medieval castle at Loch Marn. That's strange.
What?
He resigned his chair at Durham University in order to devote his time to the excavation. Not only that, but he canceled the filming of a 4th series of his popular television program.
Right.
This site at Loch Marn must be awful important to him.
He's a professor of history. They're all cuckoo.
All the same, I'd like to talk to this Professor Pegram. How do you feel about a trip to Ireland?
Disappointed.
Huh?
That I won't be going. I want to follow up the Belota case. If you really think Pegram's Dam is important, why don't you visit Loch Marn?
On my own? I'm not so sure about that. Where is Ireland exactly?
Oh my god, George.
What do you know about Professor Pegram?
I've seen a television program, Pegram's Past. He's written a book, The Crusader Families of Ireland.
I'll bet he'd be interested in the manuscript. Let's take a...
Okay, so that's definitely the tripod here, look.
That's the tripod in the Crew Museum.
Yeah.
There's a guy with a sword and a bull. Between them is a gem supported by a tripod. That's the tripod in the Crew Museum.
Okay, so we've got a clue to go on then. Ah, airport. Here we go. Off to Ireland to Loch Marn we go. I remember a lot of this quite well. Not like I know how to do it, but like I remember the characters and stuff from...
Several hours later, I arrived in Ireland, the Emerald Isle. I'd been lucky to get a bus from Dublin to the tiny village of Loch Marn. On the way out, the driver told me there was only one service a day.
Sounds about right.
I tugged at the trapdoor, but it was locked from the inside.
Well, we still brought our sewer key with us, so that worked.
The workman's key was the obvious tool to use to open this trapdoor. It was specifically designed for a job like this. Unfortunately, there weren't any holes in the trapdoor.
I'll chat to the lad who's having a whistle.
Hi there.
What?
What's your name, kid?
Who are you calling kid? Who the hell are you?
I'm George Stobbart.
I'm George Stobbart, and I'm with the good guys.
Yeah.
You're a head case, mister. A few sandwiches short of the picnic.
Cut the crap and tell me your name.
Liam McGuire.
What are you doing hanging around the bar, McGuire?
I'm on the run from me dad.
Why? Did you do something bad?
I ain't done nothing, boss.
You can tell me, kid. Is it your dad?
Oh, sir. He drinks every last penny down his evil throat. And there's me poor old mother.
Of course, yeah.
Bedridden
Sure,
and dying of presumption. I tried to buy her medicine.
Presumption.
Chopped firewood for Father Mahoney till me fingers bled. The old skinflint cheated me too. But I took the pennies he gave me back home.
Sure.
Look, Ma, says I. See what your darling son has earned with his own sweat and blood. When suddenly, me dad appears and grabs the loot. I'm off to Dublin heavy drinking, says he. Watch out till I get back. That's why I runned away.
Something in the grin on his face told me he wasn't being strictly truthful.
Does sound a little
Compared
bit
to
embellished.
him, Huckleberry Finn was a candidate for Altar Boy of the Year.
Okay. He might
Do you know a
some
man called Pegram?
Can you describe him like on the telly in the cop shows?
He's an English archaeologist.
I know the man you mean if he's the one.
stuff. Okay.
Can you tell me where I'd find Pegram?
No, I can't, because he's not here now. But if I sees him, I'll ask him.
Oh, okay. About the castle.
What can you tell me about the castle, McGuire?
What do you want to know?
Well, can I get inside?
No, it's locked up.
Does anyone live there?
No, only...
What?
Oh, nothing.
What do you mean, oh, nothing?
You know something about the castle you're not telling me, don't you?
No.
What is it
No.
you're covering up? Is it something you're scared of?
I ain't scared of nothing.
Alright, then what's in the castle then, boy?
I'll give you one last chance to tell me about the castle.
Oh, yeah? And what if I don't?
Then I'm taking you back to school.
Oh,
Okay, scared
there's
of
a ghost.
that. Okay.
It's called the Phantom of Loch Man.
Okay.
You're not telling me you believe in ghosts, are you?
Mister, I seen it with me very own eyes. Last Tuesday night, I went up to see what that dig was about. I just reached the top of the wall when I hears this awful noise.
What sort of noise?
A horrible snuffling and snorting, like O'Brien's pig, only worst. It was coming from inside the castle.
Right.
Did you find out what was making the noise in the castle?
Now he ran.
No fear. I just sat there on the wall like Humpty Dumpty. The moon was cracked and greasy like an old dinner plate. The yard was full of shadows. I could have been hiding anything. I would have gone home, but me legs had lost their stuffing.
Did you get to see the ghost?
Indeed I did. And a fearsome sight it is too. I sat on my arse, waited while the moon went down. Then out it comes from the shadows, all grey and tattered and hunched over like an old bent willow. Then I hears this spluttering and splashing and horrible laughter in the dark. I was so scared. Why, I fell off the bloody wall.
Okay.
I'm sure there's a rational explanation for what
I
you
know
saw
what
in
it
the
is he
castle.
saw.
There is. The bloody place is haunted.
Do you know what Pegram was doing in the castle?
Digging for buried treasure. Jewels and gold and skeletons, like in the films.
Yeah.
Do you know anything about Pegram's dig?
He wouldn't let me anywhere near it. I offered to help, but he chased me off. I didn't want to see his smelly old hole anyhow.
Right. If this kid could get
Did
me up
anyone from the village work at the dig?
Pegram brought some students and bums with him. He reckoned no one in Loch Man would know what to look for. The only local guy who worked for him was Sean Fitzgerald.
What does this Fitzgerald guy look like?
Big head, big ears, and face irons.
What?
You know, spectacles, glasses.
Oh.
He's blind as a bat without him.
Have you seen a guy dressed as a clown?
He wouldn't be
Here
here
in
in Ireland.
Lochmarn, they all dress like clowns.
The man I'm looking for is a dangerous psychotic.
Jesus. It's just like that film I saw. Did this clown see? And he's after this kid who saw him kill a guy. He tries to warn the sheriff, only no one believes him. Then, while he's in the tub, the clown cuts him up with a chainsaw.
My God, that doesn't sound suitable for a kid like you.
Who are you calling a kid? I'm 25.
Yeah, right. You're not a day over 14.
Oh no, it's 25 that I am. Married with a car and 3 kids.
Sure, mate.
10 kids if you count the wives.
Sure. I'll shake my hand?
Give me your hand.
Get lost.
Oh, come on. I just want to show you a little trick.
No way, mister. I don't do tricks. Father Mahoney told me I'd burn in hell if I did.
I just want to shake your hand, that's all.
Oh, all right.
Gotcha. Neat, huh?
Didn't feel a thing.
Sure. Okay, he's not going to know anything about any of these people.
Have you ever seen this man before?
What a slimy character. No, I never seed him.
Okay, I don't think he's going to know about
See you
any
later,
of this
kid.
stuff.
Okay, mister.
But we learned about Mr. Fitzgerald. We better go ask around about him, I guess. Oh, never mind. He's right here.
I recognized the guy from McGuire's description. He was real twitchy.
Oh, he's got a little box. Bashi.
Mr. Fitzgerald?
What?
I need to speak with you urgently.
What's the problem?
Careful!
Okay, we need to be very careful, I guess.
Can I get you another drink?
Oh, no, thank you. I shouldn't be drinking at all. I'm on tablets for my nerves. More than a pint and I'll pass out.
Fair enough. Okay, ask him
Did you
about
work
the
at
dig.
Professor Peagram's dig?
What gave you that idea?
McGuire says you did.
You don't believe that damned hooligan, do you?
Why not?
His probation officer could tell you a tale or two.
Okay, we're looking
Have you
for the
heard
gem.
about the gem which Peagram found?
I heard a rumor, but you can't believe everything you hear or
Put his
see,
hand on the
can you?
box. Put his hand on the box. You see that?
Where can I find Professor Peagram?
I heard he's gone fishing. I don't know where.
Right.
What can you tell me about the castle?
There's nothing there. Just an old ruin.
How old?
I really couldn't tell you.
Have you ever explored the castle yourself?
I used to play there sometimes, when I was a kid. Then one of the little ones fell off the wall, broke his head and died.
Ow.
We didn't go there anymore.
You haven't been up there recently?
No.
What about this guy? Do you
Do you
reckon?
recognize the man in this photograph?
No. At least I don't think so.
Look closely. He has a scar on his face.
No, I'm sure I don't know him.
Check out this pass.
Yeah. It's yours, is it?
Not exactly. Do you recognize the name?
Thomas Merlin? No. Never heard of him.
Bless you. Jesus.
Does this matchbook mean anything to you?
No.
Well, shake my hand?
Shake my hand.
It's a trick, isn't it?
Damn it, you're right. I can't seem to fool anyone.
Apart from the kid.
See you later.
What's the little box he's
I
got?
recognize the guy.
Oh, the old man.
I'd been taught not to judge people by their appearance or their clothes or the length of their hair. Nobody ever said anything about runny noses. Hi there, old-timer.
Bit rude.
What? Nasty cold you've got there. As soon as the words left my lips, I regretted them.
Is there such a thing as a cold which isn't nasty? I put the question to Father Mahoney. Father, says I, why were we born to suffer snot?
What did he say?
He said, it's my reward for being out all night like a sinner.
Right.
Pious prig. Anyway, this is no ordinary cold. 'Tis the hay fever.
Halitosis?
Thank you. You're not a policeman, are you?
Excuse me?
Police? No. I'd know it if you were.
Do you know Peagram the archaeologist?
That's the scrawny fellow who was poking around at the castle, isn't it?
That's the dude.
No, I don't know him.
Were you aware that Peagram was conducting an archaeological dig?
Pretty sure he doesn't
I
care.
don't meddle in other people's affairs. They don't interest me.
Do you know where I can find Peagram?
I told you, I never heard of him.
Okay. About the castle,
Can
do you know about
tell
that?
me how to get into the castle?
Don't even think about it, me bucko. Lochmarn Castle is haunted.
That's what the kid outside told me, but I don't believe it.
Then you're a fool.
What do you know about the
Have
ghost?
you ever seen the ghost?
To be sure. With me very own eyes.
Right.
Can you describe the ghost?
It was horrible. A wee stunted beast, long beak, straggly, flappy wings.
Are you sure it wasn't a wild animal? A rabbit or a skunk or something?
Skunk? In Lochmarn? That'll be the
Yeah,
day.
they don't get skunks in Ireland, George. Silly boy.
No, that was a ghost, to be sure.
Ghosts don't bother me. I still want to visit that castle.
You can't. It's not open to the public.
There's no one around to stop me, is there?
That's right. Nothing human, anyhow.
What about
Do you recognize the man in this photograph?
I doubt
Is
it.
that supposed to be you?
No.
No, I don't have a scar on my face, and I'm not from the Middle East.
I can't tell without me glasses.
Oh, okay. Shake my hand?
Hey, would you like to shake my... no, on second thought, forget it. What does this matchbook mean to you?
Nothing. Go away and stop bothering me.
Can I get you a drink?
Can I buy you a beer?
Very kind, I'm sure. But I don't drink the stuff Leary sells.
What are you drinking now?
What's wrong with it?
Whiskey, probably.
I've seen what it can do.
I think I know what you saw on the castle wall.
I know what I saw.
I don't think so. It was the kid, McGuire.
What?
He was up on the wall last Tuesday night. He thought you were the Phantom of Lochmarn.
Oh.
Oh.
Take a look at this ID card.
Take a look. Oh, yes. Little plastic picture.
I don't suppose it means anything to you, does it?
No.
Okay, fair
I'll
enough.
see you later.
What about the landlord? Let's speak to him. He might know some stuff. Bless you.
Top of the morning to you.
Wire?
I beg your pardon.
Well, that's what you Irish say, isn't it?
Do you want something? Or are you just flaunting your xenophobia?
Well, I was trying to be sociable.
Is it a room you're after?
No.
No, thank you. I don't plan to stay too long.
Who does? Most folk take one look at Lochmarden and jump back on the bus.
Okay, let's talk about Mr. Fitzgerald.
Do you know Sean Fitzgerald very well?
I know him enough not to sell him more than 2 pints. He's like a kid when he gets a few beers inside him.
I'm not surprised. He's on medication. For his nerves.
There's nothing wrong with his nerves. He's just screwy.
Okay.
Do you know a man called Pegram?
Indeed I do. Are you a friend of his, by any chance?
No.
Oh, no. I'm just trying to track him down.
Me too. That son of a bitch should be locked away.
Oh, why's that?
Did Pegram stay here?
That's right. In the best room in the house.
That's the one with the bed.
Can I
Okay.
see Pegram's room?
It's been taken by one of the brothers from the reformatory. They come every year for spiritual refreshment.
Oh, okay.
That's a good one. Their idea of refreshment is a good full of stout.
I wouldn't want to disturb a man of God, especially not a big fella from the bad boys' home.
I
Right.
don't blame you, Mick. That brother's got muscles like a muscle man.
What can you tell me about the castle?
You're the second person to ask me that today. I don't know anything about
Who was the
castle.
first?
It's only an old ruin anyway.
Who else was
Yeah,
asking about the castle?
who else has been here?
He said he was a reporter. He was asking about the little people.
I could have told him a tale or two about the little people.
Leprechauns.
He might have paid me to hear what he wanted me to say.
Anyway, I chucked him out on his arse.
Good for
you, Mick. That's the way to deal with journalists.
Was it this guy?
Do you recognize this man?
No, I don't.
I was worth
What do you
trying.
want with him?
I've got a score to settle.
I don't want any trouble in the bar, mister. If it's a fight you're looking for, see Father Mahoney.
A priest? A man of the cloth?
Sure. And he teaches the boys how to box at the youth club.
Okay.
According to Mahoney, it develops character. Isn't that right, Pat? Didn't he teach you the art of pugilism?
Dial. Sorry, Michael. I was miles away. What did you say?
Never mind.
Shake my hand?
Hey, bartender?
A landlord, if you don't mind.
Sorry. Shake my hand, why don't you?
Now, why should I do that? What have you got up your sleeve?
Nothing. Come on, just shake my hand.
Not just now, mister. I have to be careful on account of the health restrictions.
Aw, jeez.
Worth a try. Okay. Clown!
Have you served any,
Like, he wouldn't be dressed as a
clowns
clown coming
recently?
here, would he?
No. You're the first today.
Ah,
Seriously.
yeah.
I'm looking for a man dressed in a clown costume.
Would he be having a little white dog with a black patch over the eye?
I shouldn't think so. I'll try a glass of beer, please.
Is this your first pint of real ale?
Well, I guess so. What's real ale, anyhow?
Beer that's brewed from natural ingredients to traditional methods.
Right.
It shouldn't be kept under pressure or refrigerated. And finally, it should have a good body and distinctive character.
In other words, it's flat and worn with bits in, and it makes it all.
Do you recognize the name on this card?
No. Should I?
Nah, it was a long shot. Are you sure you don't recognize this?
I told you, no.
Right. What about the...
Do you recognize this matchbook?
The only thing I got, right?
No, sir.
Okay, fine.
Thanks.
Take the beer, though. Take the bar towel.
As the man raised his arm to drink, I snatched the towel away.
Ah, we've got a bar towel.
Hi, my name's Stobbart, George Stobbart.
Hello there, mister. What can I do for you?
Shake my hand?
May I shake your hand?
No, you can't.
Well, how come?
Because I'll spill me beer if you do.
Okay.
Do you know Professor Pegram?
Do I know him? Do I know the good professor himself?
No.
No, I don't. I mean, I know who he is, but I don't know him to talk to.
Okay.
Do you know anything about Pegram's excavation?
I'm trying to glean as
Only
much
that
as we
he didn't
can.
have the right tools for the job.
Oh.
What he needed was shovels and a JCB.
Pegram was digging for historical remains, not coal.
Is that a fact? What the hell for?
It's the science of archaeology, Pat. Understanding how people used to live by what they've left behind.
Exactly
One
what that
day
guy said.
archaeologists might be digging up our remains.
Yeah.
Imagine that, Mr. O'Brien. I wonder what they'll find.
Well, it won't be arrowheads and beakers. Fast food cartons and flavoured condoms, more likely.
About the gem. Do you know about that?
Is it true that Pegram found a valuable gem?
What? First I heard of it.
Where have you been, Pat? For that gem is the talk of every town from Lochmahon to Ballydoon.
Nobody told me. The lucky sod. So that's why he scampered.
Could
Did
be.
anyone from the village work at Pegram's dig?
I tried it myself, but that high and mighty history man called me incontinent. What a nerve.
Incompetent, I mean, I
Hadn't
think he
dug more
means.
holes than the rest of them put together?
About Mr. Sean over there.
Do you remember seeing Sean Fitzgerald at the dig?
Let me see now. I think me brain box needs a spot of lubrication.
I have the beer. Bless you.
Can I buy you a drink?
You most certainly can.
Give me a drink for my friend here.
Who? Doyle? Has he conned you into buying for him?
Yeah.
Shame on you, Patrick. Same again.
Just a point this time, Michael.
1 point of brown coming up.
There you go. Now what? Now you gonna tell me?
Do you remember Sean Fitzgerald now?
I can picture the scene as if it was only last week. Come to think of it, it was only last week. Fitzgerald was there all right. Him and a bunch of students. He was speaking with the boss man.
Right. Okay, that's useful.
Can you tell me anything about the castle on the hill?
Oh, I don't know much about anything. You should ask Mr. O'Brien here. He just joined up writing. Would you
Right.
be one of them history fellows yourself?
Yeah, sure.
That's right. Professor Stobbart, Miskatonic University.
You're an archaeologist, and you're asking us about the castle.
Excuse me, Mr. O'Brien. The gentleman was talking to me. How come you didn't leave with the others?
I didn't know they'd gone until the landlord told me.
Gonna be that.
What do you think of this towel?
Now, there's a fine piece of cloth if ever I did see one. Such craft must surely come from linen cupboards of the Vatican itself.
I found it on the bar under your elbow.
I thought it looked familiar.
Does this security pass mean anything to you?
Just show him everything.
Well, no.
Okay.
Bye for now.
About this guy.
Hello there. My name's George Stobbart.
Pleased to meet you, I'm sure. I'm O'Brien. Can I help you?
Shake my hand?
I'd like to shake you by the hand, Mr. O'Brien.
I'd rather not. You see, I happen to notice that vibrating buzzer in your palm.
Ah, okay.
Do you know where I can
It got
find
me.
Pegram?
You're too late to meet that fella.
Is he dead?
Not that. But he's gone from the village. A sore point with our esteemed host, I might add.
Right.
Why has Pegram's departure upset the landlord?
He didn't pay for his
He's
room.
lost a paying guest. That's why.
Okay.
More than that. There's the question of an unsettled bill.
What I thought.
Poor Michael's seen red over the business, and I don't blame him.
Can you tell me more about the landlord?
Mick Leary? He's what you call a would-be sophisticate. The trouble is, his idea of sophistication extends as far as putting paper in the lavatory.
Right.
It never works out why he did that. It's much too dark in there to read.
That's true. Have you ever run your hand over the back of the door? The graffiti is written in Braille.
Really? Okay.
Do you know where Pegram's gone?
I'm sorry, but I don't. He upped anchor in the dark and shipped out before the dawn.
Why did he do that?
Who knows? A guilty conscience or a secret assignation. Whatever the reason, he'll not be missed in Lochmar. Maybe now the fuss about the gem has died down, we can get back to normal.
So he did find the gem then.
What can you tell me about the gem which Pegram found?
It's the one that fits into the
Now
thing.
there's a gem, which should never have been taken. A
Yes.
man would have to be full of greed to covet that stone. What's your interest in the jewel? You're not a reporter, are you?
Yeah, no.
Oh no.
Thank the Lord for that.
What can you tell me about the castle, Mr. O'Brien?
It's a fine sight now, isn't it? Dates back to the 10th century, you know. Most of the existing building was added much later, of course.
Are
Okay.
the ruins open to the public?
Oh no, it's much too dangerous. Anyway, there's nothing of interest remaining.
Pegram thought otherwise, didn't he?
But it's not difficult to get them history boys excited, is it? Give them a bone to play with, and they're happy as puppies.
Ask him about the thingy, apparently.
Was it Pegram who dug up the tripod at the
Tripod?
castle?
The same man, if he wasn't his twin brother. And can you guess what he did with the tripod?
He sent it to a museum in Paris.
Yeah, we've been there.
I've seen it.
By the ghost.
Have you heard of the Phantom?
More than that. I've seen it. And let me tell you, it's a dreadful spectacle.
So it's not just a local legend. There really is a Phantom of Lochmar.
They're probably
Oh, no. I was talking about the Phantom of the Opera.
Oh. Okay. Have you seen this guy?
Do you recognize the man in this photograph?
Nope, I've never seen him before.
Would you like a beer, Matt?
Does this towel mean anything to you?
Sure, it's one of Leary's towels. Are you planning on stealing it?
Just borrowing it, if you must know.
Borrowing.
What can you tell me about this ID pass?
Gruber Electronics. I've never heard of it.
Okay.
Does this matchbook mean anything to you?
The design is Middle Eastern, I'd say.
I agree. Right.
Goodbye for now.
What about the fiddler?
He wasn't listening.
This guy drops like a bit of wire now and again. But here it is. Pick up the wire.
As soon as the old guy looked away, I grabbed this piece of wire.
It's alright, he's got another bit. I don't know why we need it, but I just saw it. Okay, let's talk to Fitzgerald again. Maybe he's got some more info.
Hello.
Doyle told me you definitely worked at the dig.
You don't believe him, do you?
Patrick Doyle is a moron and a scoundrel.
Even so, he saw you talking to Pegram.
You can't prove that, mister.
What do you suppose this wire is used for?
How should I know?
Do you like
Ever
a beer,
seen
Matt?
this towel before?
Doesn't it belong on the bar?
Very observant, Fitzgerald. What does this tissue suggest to you?
Nothing.
What does this red nose suggest to you?
Blood.
Why's that?
I used to bleed a lot when I was a kid.
Oh.
Every time there was a playground scrap, I'd end up with a bloody nose. I wouldn't have minded, but I wasn't even involved in the scraps.
Oh, okay. Sure.
See you later. It was an electric glass washer. It looked even older than the barman. It was an electrical plug attached to the glass washer. The end of the bar was hinged, like the drawbridge on a medieval castle. Excuse me.
Yes, sir?
Does this piece of wire mean anything to you?
Good God, man. Put it away.
What's the problem?
Don't play the innocent with me, mister. What you do with that wire is your own business, but don't drag
What is he
me
talking
into
about? Like your bar, Matt.
May I borrow this towel?
it. Sure you can, on one condition.
Right.
What's that?
You keep it away from old Ron.
Who's Ron?
That's him in the corner, with the hygiene problem.
Right, okay.
Does this piece of wire...
No.
Are you sure you don't...
I told...
Right, okay.
Thanks.
Okay, we got to know all the locals on holiday, apparently. The glass washer. Do you actually use any of this stuff?
Hey, where do you think you're going?
Excuse me?
No customers behind the bar. Ever.
Okay, I guess we're not doing that. Let's give the towel to Ron, shall we?
Hello again.
What?
What's that you're making?
It's a necklace, me bucko.
Oh, sure. Made out of steel wire?
That's right. A necklace for my pretty one. When my little lover feels it round her slender neck, she'll be mine. All mine.
Creepy.
If I was a woman, I wouldn't think much of a wire necklace.
It's not made for a woman. I've got my sights on tastier dishes than women. Flesh as smooth and tender as a maiden.
What is he chatting about?
Bones as soft and white as a newborn babe's. Rabbit, lad.
Oh.
That's what gets my juices flowing.
Lovely.
Ah, so you're making snares to trap rabbits.
Yeah.
That's right. Do you have a problem with that?
Damn right I do. Isn't it painful?
Only if I get me fingers caught.
I'm talking about the rabbits. Do they feel much pain?
You bet.
Okay. Well, I stole your wire, mate.
Here, this wire belongs to you.
Oh, no. Never saw it before. No.
At the beer mat.
Could you use this towel?
I could, but it wouldn't be much use for anything else.
Right, okay.
I'll see you later.
Okay. I don't think there's anything else we can do in the bar. Plus, I just saw a sparkle on the door. I think that's the game's way of hinting to me that we've done everything in here we can. I wonder if we can use the wire on the trapdoor. Okay. Maybe McGuire wants the towel we've got. Might like it.
Hey, McGuire.
What do you want to know?
Gem.
I heard that Pegram had found a legendary gem.
That's right. It's been the talk of Lochmarn all week.
You haven't seen the gem, have you?
Hell no. I reckon Pegram made off with it. If
Probably.
I was him, I'd go to Amsterdam, chop it up and sell it. He could be
Specifically
living the life
Amsterdam.
of Riley instead of digging holes.
Aha.
Are you sure Fitzgerald worked at the dig?
Oh yes, it was him all right. Would I tell a lie?
Well, he denies it.
I saw them together only last night.
I wish you'd told me that sooner. What were they doing?
Pegram gave Fitzy a box. He
Ah.
didn't look too happy about it.
I knew it. But how am I going to persuade him to part with it?
Break his fingers.
Nah, I couldn't do that.
I could.
Thanks for the offer, kid, but I'll try a more subtle approach.
Chinese burns?
Do you know where I could find Fitzgerald?
He's inside, but you won't get no sense out of him.
How come? Is he drunk?
He's like a frightened rabbit. A real
He's
bag
got
of
the
nerves.
gem.
Why, the fella's scared of his own shadow.
In the box. Wire?
What do you think this wire could be used for?
Stealing cars. There's only one problem.
Okay, sure.
The local policeman?
No. Nobody in Lochmarn has got a car.
Oh, okay. Want to be him at?
What do you make of this, kid?
Hey, that's one of Leary's towels. He'll skin you alive.
That old windbag doesn't scare me. Anyhow, I'm only borrowing it.
You're pretty cool, mister. For an old guy.
Thank you.
What's Fitzgerald scared of?
Everything and everyone.
So I shouldn't have any trouble getting him to talk.
He's a pushover. But don't scare him too much. Try the soft touch. Butter him up a bit.
Good plan.
See you later, kid.
Okay, mister.
There's the box. Let's have a chat about your box, shall we, Sean?
Hello.
McGuire says he saw you working at the dig. What's more, he saw you talking with Pegram.
I knew this would happen. I knew I'd get caught. Just my luck. Grasped up by a delinquent and a dimwit.
I need to talk to Professor Pegram, if he's still alive.
What do you mean? Is he in danger?
Maybe.
Yeah, you too, if I'm right.
You're not from the Social Security.
No.
Hell no. What makes you think that?
Well, I was claiming benefit at the same time I was working for Pegram.
Oh.
I'm not in a position to make judgments, Sean. That's between you and your conscience. All I want is to talk to Pegram about the gem.
But he's not here.
I know that. But he left that package with you, didn't he?
We got him.
So where did Pegram go?
I don't know. I swear it. He came to see me early this morning. Said he was leaving.
Right. That's why he's hanging around with this box, which I think has got the gem in it.
He asked me to give this package to a guy called Marquet.
Right. Who's Mark?
Show me what's in the package, Sean.
I can't do that.
Why not?
I promised the professor.
So what? You didn't have any qualms about your benefit scam. So where's the harm in taking a peek inside Pegram's package?
You don't know these people. I can't. I don't dare.
Right.
This is your last chance to show me the package, Fitzgerald. I've been patient with you, but now it's time to kick ass.
But he'll kill me.
Who will?
Man from Paris. Jack Marquet. Pegram told me if I gave him the package unopened, I'd hear no
Right.
more about it. But if I double-crossed Marquet, I'd be dead.
Who's Marquet?
I'll deal with Jacques Marquet. Give the package to me.
No. Why should I trust you? I don't know who to trust anymore. I wish I'd never even heard of the Lochmarn gem.
He's gonna take it and run. Sean, no! Come... Oh. Oh shit!
Hey, I just seen a big red.
Get out of here, Maguire. Come back when you're old enough.
What's the lad howling about?
A big red sports car. Sean Fitzgerald's been runned over.
Oh.
Get out! Noisy little tyke.
Maybe you should send out some medicinal brandy, Michael.
Oh, yes? And who's going to pay for it?
Not me.
Me too, neither.
Okay, let's go check on him.
I was telling the truth about Fitzy, mister.
Okay, calm down. Now tell me what happened.
I was standing here, minding me own business, when I saw this beautiful red sports car coming up over the hill.
Right.
Would you look at that, says I. And I going over to take a closer look. Next thing, Fitzy comes tearing out of the pub and nearly knocks me on my ass. Well, the car just flies at him. It was too fast for poor old Fitzy, and hit him an awful wallop. He goes flying up on top. Jesus, says I.
The gem.
I thought he was a goner. Next thing, the driver hops out, and I couldn't believe my eyes. He was dressed like a bloody pixie.
It's him again. It's Merlin, or Khan.
Did this pixie have a scar on his cheek?
I couldn't see. He was wearing a stupid mask. Are you a special agent?
Sorry to disappoint you, kid, but I'm not. Did Fitzgerald drop anything when he was hit?
I didn't see. It all happened so fast.
I saw the cutscene. It went into the grate.
See you later, kid.
Okay, mister.
He dropped it in here, look. We need to get down into the trapdoor.
I pushed the switch down, but in doing so it snapped off in my hand.
The wire? Okay. But my hand buzzer.
The plastic cover had been smashed by the pixie's car, revealing a switch. It was impossible to return the switch to its original position.
Oh, okay. What did that do with the switch then? I wonder if we maybe it'll short out something. We can pretend we're an electrician. Drink the beer.
Somehow, I'd managed to drink the thick, sweet brew. I felt strangely compelled to order another, even though my every instinct warned me against it. Excuse me.
Yes, sir?
I'll order another one.
May I have another beer, please?
Certainly, sir. Same again?
Yeah, please. How is this stuff made?
That's the secret of the master brewer, sir. Each barrel is lovingly manhandled in time-honored fashion, suspended on skillfully tied ropes of the finest hemp.
Can I go into the beer cellar?
Lowered into the cellar, utilizing the forces of original gravity, like manna from heaven.
Let's chuck the barrels in the cellar then.
I'm sorry, but the pump appears to be broken.
I could fix it for you.
I don't think so. This is a job for a professional electrician. Oh well, at least the glass washer is still working. It's not my dear, is it?
Okay, right. Show him the electrician's pass.
It just so happens I'm an electrician. Check out my credentials.
Well, no.
There we go.
Isn't that marvelous? Here's a house bedeviled with faulty wiring of a wayward nature. Here's you, an electric man, with a little plastic card to prove it.
Me?
I still want to see what you can do before I let you touch me beer pumps. You can make a start on the glass washer.
Okay, he's letting me in. Good start.
When you finish that, will you take a look at the pumps?
Okay, we've got to somehow blag our way to fix a dishwasher or glass washer.
There was nothing physically wrong with the glass washer.
About the plug. The wire.
I used all my knowledge of electrical engineering to examine the plug. Seemed fine to me.
Yeah, put the wire in the plug.
I replaced the fuse with a piece of wire.
Yes!
I knew it was dangerous, but I was desperate enough to disregard everything I knew about standard safety precautions. Excuse me, Mr. Leary. I fixed your glass washer, no problem.
Bingo! And a blessing to all the saints.
Now we get to go into the pump.
Half-pint to that man, on the house. Now, could you take a look at the beer pumps?
Well, I guess so, but I'm not making any promises.
If you can't fix them, I'll have a riot on me hands.
The pumps are in the cellar, right?
That's right. You'll find a flashlight down there somewhere.
Excellent. I knew having that wire was useful for something.
What a dumb place to store a flashlight. A dark cellar. The only way I was going to find anything down there was to feel around.
Well, here's the lever. Use that.
I pushed the lever and heard the grating of metal, but nothing appeared to happen.
Right. Use the sewer key.
My hand closed on a long metal rod. I pulled the lever and the bolt creaked back into place.
There's got to be something else in here. We've pushed the lever now. Maybe it'll open from the top if we use the... Hopefully he doesn't have a go at us for leaving. Maybe we could use the tool outside to open it. And then go back down again. That's my thoughts. Give it a go. Ah, there we go.
I lifted the trap door and an overpowering smell of stale beer rose from the cellar below. I looked down on a stone-tiled floor. Way too far to jump.
I mean, I was... Ah, it's this guy. Hello.
Excuse me.
There was a nasty feeling in my guts I usually associated with light opera. It was Khan. What's the problem?
Did you see what happened here a few minutes ago?
What was that?
A man was involved in an unfortunate accident.
I didn't see anything.
What about the boy?
He doesn't know anything either. The kid, well, you know how it is in these rural communities. Not enough genes to go round. I prayed McGuire had the sense to keep his mouth shut. Was the guy hurt bad?
He's been taken care of, but he thinks he dropped a small parcel. You didn't happen to find it, did you?
If I had, I would have taken it to the police.
Of course. Thank you.
Hi, Khan. Bye, Khan. We're on the right track, at least. I have a feeling we're in a bit of trouble now. There's the gem. Holy shit.
Then I noticed a flash of light. Something sparkling beneath the open trap door.
Peagram's gem.
It was Peagram's gem, all right. A large, uncut blue stone. As I held it aloft, I realized the fascination it could command. I guess I was already under its spell.
Did you find it?
What?
Whatever you was looking for.
Yeah. Listen, McGuire. I want you to keep this to yourself.
No problemo. Just chuck us up a crate of lager.
No way. You're not old enough.
We can sell it and make some cash.
Forget it, kid. I couldn't betray Mr. Leary's trust.
I could, for sure. That old misery guts deserves it.
If you want to do me a favor, Keep a lookout for that guy in the suit.
Okay. But it'll cost you a packet of chips.
Oh, and shout if you see that Ferrari.
Okay, so we've got the gem and a flashlight now.
I searched the trash, but there was nothing useful there.
Okay, let's touch everything.
I looked among the cleaning materials, but saw nothing I could use. The carton was damp and soggy, useless. The faucet creaked, coughed, and spewed out a stream of rusty-colored water.
Bar towel?
I held the towel under the faucet
I don't
and
know why I
soaked
did
it with
that.
water. No. I shut off the faucet as...
Okay, I don't know what else we're going to need down here. Why do we need a wet bar towel?
The towel was soaked through with water. It was the barman's flashlight. It was a large blue gemstone.
Oh, hang on a minute. Okay, we'll just go back up. We've got the gem now. That's pretty much everything. Right, I guess we go to the... We've got the gem now.
Hey, McGuire.
What do you want to know?
What do you think of my flashlight?
It's a torch. That's what we call it on this side of the Atlantic.
Probably better not show him the gem, right?
Want a closer look at the gem, McGuire?
No, I don't. Jewels is for girls. You'd better hide that, mister.
It's
what if the
sexist.
pixie comes back? You'll be in trouble then.
I don't believe in pixies. Underneath that costume is a psychotic killer.
Smart.
Right.
See you later, kid.
Okay, mister.
We get to go to the castle. Let's go to the castle. I don't think there's really anything else we could do here. Ah, hello.
Hi. Do you speak English?
Well, no, what if I was to say no? An implication of cognizance shrouded in denial. A pretty poser of a paradox indeed.
I gave him the look I'd perfected when I was 12 and was going to be the greatest hypnotist of all time. It was a killer.
Are you attempting to hypnotize me, or is it the constipation you're suffering?
I was a little out of practice.
It's the constipation. About everything.
Did you happen to see a red sports car down on the road?
I caught a glimpse of a flash of red on the hill and heard the racket. Sure, it was an awful noise. A sports car, you say?
A Ferrari, to be exact.
Yeah.
A racing car? And what was it doing here? The poor fella must have been lost.
Probably, but...
The driver of the Ferrari was involved in an accident.
Is that so?
Yeah, he knocked somebody down outside the bar.
What an idiot! How could a thing like that happen?
He was traveling too fast.
So fast, he ran right under the car?
Yeah.
I mean, the car was traveling too fast.
But you'd have thought the idiot could have heard it coming.
Yeah, it was Sean.
Maybe you know the guy who was hit by the Ferrari. His name is Sean Fitzgerald.
Oh, I know him all right. That's me nephew, the idiot responsible for the stacking of my hay cart. Was he killed by the car?
Oh, no, but he has been abducted.
Well, that's a relief now.
Relief?
Aren't you going to look for your nephew?
What for? From what you say, it's too late.
Well, you could report the matter to the police.
Better not. Besides, what could they do?
Well, they could mount a search.
They have only the one bicycle between them.
In a question of superior acceleration, I put me money on the Ferrari.
True.
Have you seen Professor Pegram?
No, he's packed up and gone.
Do you happen to know where?
Back in England, I suppose.
Do you think Pegram's disappearance is due to the curse?
Look at the facts. He dug up the gem. He disappeared. Bingo. It doesn't take a degree in mathematics to work that one out, does it? You don't have to be a smarty Pythagoras with a calculator.
I guess not.
Pegram has run off with the gem.
Well, he doesn't, because I've got it. So
I think you ought to know exactly what Sean has gotten himself into.
I'm not sure I want to know.
But you're his uncle, his own flesh and blood.
You're right, but what can I do? If I'm not here to guard it, some idiot might try to climb the haystack. What a moral dilemma. Stay here and guard this potentially lethal agricultural construction, or to go off in search of the prodigal nephew, the very man responsible for said hazard? It'll need some thinking about.
Why, there's no problem.
You're right. Why didn't I think of it before? We'll demolish the haystack.
oh no, I need to climb it, I think.
You don't have to demolish the haystack to go look for Sean. I'll stay here in your place and warn anyone who's silly enough to climb it.
Yeah.
Marvelous. I think I should start me inquiries in the bar.
Yes, we got rid of him. That was easy.
He strode off in the direction of McDevitt's bar, leaving me to contemplate the stack of hay.
Which we're going to climb to get into the castle. I'm devious. It's not quite tall enough.
The stack of hay stopped, short of the top of the wall. Even if I stretched as far as I could, the wall was out of reach. What I needed was a slice or two of Alice's Wonderland. I pushed my fingers into the narrow crack. It went back several inches into the rock.
Wait, can we use the key? Aha! There we go. Shove that in there. Use that to...
I inserted the end of the lifting key in the mortarless crack and gave it a firm shove.
Use it as a step.
It remained lodged in the wall, jutting out to form a step.
There we go. Yeah, there we go. That was easy. Are we about to encounter the Phantom? Yeah, there's the Phantom. A very angry goat.
Hey, Billy. The animal fixed on me with an evil glare. Behind the malice and resentment, there was a cool intelligence. How you doing, boy? I felt as threatened as I'd been by the assassin and his goons in Paris.
Okay, if I remember, you have to, like, tie it up somehow. Oh, yeah. Up we get, George. Play fetch. Okay, that don't work. You have to restrain the beast. Timing is everything. Right, okay, sure. Yeah, nothing we could do here then. Right, let's climb up. And actually see if we can do something. Like, again, it's been so long since I've played this game. It's really weird. I got, like, vague memories of everything, but not exactly what to do. We try and walk to the plough. No, walk to the plough. Yeah. And then quickly go run this way. Run! George, run! Why are you not running? Yeah, okay, we made it to the plough. There we go. Okay.
The rope by which the goat was tethered had become tangled on the old plowshare.
Okay. Yeah, the goat, the myth, the legend. What an achievement. Okay, cool. Let's go down the hole then. See you later, goat. You're cool, but you're also an asshole as well. Oh wow, look at this. Statue. Oh.
The statue was too heavy to lift. It overbalanced into the sand.
George, you weakling. Pick up the statue. Ah,
as I swung the stone upright, I noticed it had left a pattern of holes in the sand.
Ah, okay. So yeah, we've got the wet bar mat, and this is plaster of Paris. I remember what it's for now.
As I dipped my fingers into the soft white powder, I realized what it was. Plaster of Paris. I'd used it in kindergarten to make casts of animal paw prints.
Yep. So we put that into the hole. And you pour the water onto it.
I sprinkled the plaster on the sand until the holes were filled.
There we go. That's what the wet bar towel's for.
I squeezed the towel as hard as I could, but it was barely damp. I placed my fingers and thumb into the holes in the wall. Nothing happened.
Right, so we need to get that hot.
The patch of sand where the statue had fallen was covered with a dense sprinkling of plaster. I smoothed the plaster level with the sand. It was my first experience of home improvement.
Okay, and then we use the...
I squeezed the
Oh, maybe we have to go back and get some more water, maybe.
I tried in vain to move the panel. Behind the altar was a carved panel, decorated with animals, birds, and plants.
Oh, the bench. What's at the bench?
The only object on the table which interested me was a small sack.
Aha, okay. Have an idea. I have a cunning plan. I'm going to steal the glass from the bar. Talking my plan out with you guys, just so you know what I'm doing. I'm going to steal the glass from the bar, maybe.
The faucet creaked.
Probably give it a good soaking.
I held the towel.
Okay, now go really quickly. Because I think over time it like dries up maybe? That's my thinking. I was going to steal a glass, but I don't think that's going to happen. He took my glass off me. I missed that glass. Okay, let's go quickly. Go, go, go. Go, George. Run, George. Run. Run. Run, George. I sounded like Nicole there for a second. Run, George. I go. Okay, try now. There we go. That's a lot of water now.
The trickle of water was quickly absorbed by the plaster.
Okay. Now we have our own little key.
I eased the solid piece of plaster from the sand. Underneath, it had formed a perfect copy of the statue.
Using our smarts is what we're doing. Okay, right. Let's shove that in the hole. Should unlock the door.
The hardened plaster cast fitted snugly into the 5 matching sockets. There was a soft thud, then silence.
Oh. Ah! Flashlight in the darkness. Off we go, George. Onwards and downwards, Mr. Stobbart. Okay, go down there. Now he's using it. See, I was on the right track. Bonne façon. Back in Nico's apartment. Aha!
So, where did you stay last night?
At McDevitt's. I got to drinking with Doyle and a couple of the guys.
That explains why you look so ill today. Did you get any sleep at all?
Not much. I had to share the room with another guy.
Did he snore?
Hardly. He was dead. Then Leary woke me in the middle of the night to help bail out the cellar.
The cellar was flooded?
Yeah, some idiot had left the faucet
I don't know who did that.
And you say Pegram has disappeared?
Without a trace. But my visit wasn't a complete waste of time.
We got the gem.
Pegram's gem?
Oh, yeah.
The Templars' gem. Whoever Jacques Marquet is, he's in for a disappointment.
Jacques Marquet?
He's the guy who should have collected the gem from Fitzgerald.
What are your plans?
I want to find out who, what, or where Montfaucon was. All I've got to go by is the name and a picture of a hanged man.
Montfaucon is where they hanged the Templars.
Let's take another look at the manuscript.
The place in Paris.
That's the gem that Pegram found in Lochmarn.
Yep.
There's a guy with a sword and a bull. Between them is a gem supported by a tripod. That's the tripod in the Crew Museum.
So we need to get the tripod.
Look, Nico, a handful of plaster.
Yeah. Why is it that men never really grow up?
What's your problem, sister?
Your pockets stuffed with useless junk like little boys.
You never know when useless junk might come in handy.
Exactly. Oh, we got our tool back. Right, let's go find Mom.
I can't sit here all day, much as I'd like to.
Okay. Don't forget to look for Lopinot at the Kron Museum.
Okay.
And why don't you see if Rosso has heard anything?
We got some leads.
Okay. Anything else I can do for you while I'm out? Shopping, a trip to the laundromat?
Just take care of yourself.
Okay. Well, we've made some progress at least. Progress, mate. Yeah, we got our thingy back. Woo! And recovering an ancient artifact from Lognan Castle. Okay. Save the game. And this is where I am going to leave it for today, everybody. So if you've been watching on YouTube, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please don't forget to leave it a like. Also, if you're new here, want to consider subscribing and clicking the bell notification to be notified as soon as new videos go up. Thank you so much for watching. Take it easy, everyone. Begin really soon. Bye.